Good evening, all my good people. Happy Thursday. We're the Spoiler Kings. Welcome to tonight's show. I'm Brian the Grizzly with Brandman Brandon. Tank is right on his way. We can see him coming in very soon. Guys, I am so excited about today's episode. I cannot wait to talk about all the things that have happened. Wanda is off the chain.
Right.
The Penguin's off the chain. We hear Spider-Man 4 news. We got Crypto the dog. We got an Invincible trailer. I said we got Penguin mid-season trailer. It's all here for you guys. Can't wait to talk about all this stuff and break this stuff down and see if we notice something that maybe someone else doesn't. So I'm just super excited. I've been waiting for this all day, but I didn't want to start this episode without first saying happy birthday to my dad. Today is his 63rd birthday, so I wanted to say happy birthday. Thank God you were born because I wouldn't be here without you.
Oh, that's awesome. Happy birthday to your dad.
Yeah. Oh, man. That is so cool. We got
actually spending Saturday morning at least going shopping for my mother's birthday, which is in 5 days. So
see? All right. I took him to the Bears game. That was it.
Oh, that's awesome.
That was more than enough. So we got Drew in the building. Say, hey, everybody, what's up? We got Derpy, yo.
Derpy.
Hey, Derpy, I don't know what the hell you guys are doing, not starting Justin Fields still, man. I don't know what your team is doing.
Yeah, what's that all about?
I don't know. It says postseason baseball is stressful. On the heart, that's all I say.
Amen to that.
I got you. We don't know because in Chicago, all of our teams suck. So we don't know.
Yeah. And, it's about to be stressful for me because my favorite sport is gaining momentum, hockey. So we're about to enter a hockey season.
It won't be stressful because we're going to be bad.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Bedard is, I could talk about hockey. We'll talk about it later. We got Profess in the building. Good evening, all. What's up, man? Doing well. How about you guys? We got Matt Film Show. Yo, what's up? I've been enjoying Agatha. At first, I didn't, and said it wasn't for me. But I've been enjoying these last couple episodes so far. I'm enjoying it. I'm glad you gave it a chance. You know, giving it a chance is half the battle. You know, and I understand. There's a lot of Marvel shows that have not been great content.
The quality's been all over the place. You know,
exactly. Mm-hmm. So I mean, you're right. I understand, but I'm glad you did watch it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like this news episode a lot, actually.
I can't wait to talk about it. It's a lot to talk about. So yeah, it's been a fun show to watch. Now we're getting into the good part.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting into the battle. I think we're getting into the good part about both these shows, in Agatha and in Penguin. This is finally to the point where we could talk about some real good stuff that's happening.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Without Mama Bear, we wouldn't even start the show. So yeah, she's here. I feel good. We can go ahead and go on about this stuff. Thank you, Mama Bear, for being here.
Yeah, it does not feel complete without you.
Exactly. It's not complete. We'll start without one of us, but we're not starting without you. So, so my favorite intro. I appreciate it, Profess. Loving the dress code. That's what we did. I called B. I was like, hey, white beaters? He's like, yeah, let's go.
Yeah. Mind you, Mama Bear, this is all pre-planned.
Exactly. Oh man. He says happy birthday to him. Appreciate it. Grandpa Grizzly, exactly. I appreciate it. So I'll be in Chicago this weekend. Looking forward to it. You know, this is a beautiful weekend to be in Chicago. We're gonna have a lot of fun. You came in between the Chicago Marathon and then the giant bar crawl for Halloween. This is the weekend you can actually enjoy Chicago.
I can't wait.
Because any other weekend is going to be nuts.
Right. The bar crawl is going to be huge. I am ready.
So yes, go Blues. All right, I got you. Have you guys seen Piece by Piece, or are you still looking forward to seeing it? I've already seen Piece by Piece.
I gotta go around to seeing it. Probably gonna try and make time sometime this weekend. In between Smile 2, and if I can find a theater that's playing Saturday night, the SNL movie, I still need to see that. I've been waiting for that.
It's hard. It's very limited theaters. I don't know. I haven't seen one, honestly.
Yeah, it sucks. None of the theaters around here, like barely any of them are showing it. And when they are, it's like at a like a weird time of the day.
It's like, okay, 12:30. I'm at work, bro. It's like, what?
Right?
Toronto, I share the pain of being diehard sports fans. Man, it sucks. Is that coffee or hot chocolate or tea, Brandon?
Tea. In my I'm not sure my trick or treat mug.
See.
You know I love my
That's
spooky
awesome.
season.
Derpy in here saying, I believe we're getting Creature Commandos official trailers tomorrow. I heard that there's a massive panel. James Gunn will be an appearance at New York Comic Con. Yeah.
Yep, I'm ready for another. It's about time. Forgot it's been roughly 3.5 months since the first trailer.
Yep.
So we're getting to that time.
And yeah, I think our boy Zach is going to be at Comic Con. I think he was talking about getting this ticket a couple of weeks ago.
Cool.
Yeah, Drew says Halloween question for everybody on stream: if you were living the life of a monster, what life would you would be worse, vampire or werewolf?
Oh, easy, werewolf.
I have no problem being a vampire because I'm black.
Yeah,
I'd be Blade.
Yeah, right.
They call daywalkers.
Being a werewolf, you have to go through all the burden of painfully having your bones like crack and realign themselves, and
too much.
And just fangs, like your teeth growing longer and stuff like, or like just
we've all seen Thriller. We saw Michael Jackson. We gotta go through that every night.
Hell, we all saw American Werewolf in London. Remember?
Yeah, I was gonna say that they're like painful.
And
then you lose control. You're not even like when you're running amok. You're not even having fun. So
I don't know what happened. We got T in the building. Have you seen that with T? What's up, man? Appreciate you coming in. Everyone's saying hi to everybody. Say I love the mug. Ace says I'm in Kansas City and we're going through it with all kinds of other reasons with our football team. Dude, whatever. Y'all the best team in the world, got the best player in the world. Whatever. I'm not worried about you.
Brandon, did you accidentally remove yourself?
Yeah, we're waiting for him to come back.
Yeah, I think he might.
He was talking.
Oops.
Yeah. Nah. Sometimes if you hit on StreamYard, if you hit the space bar, it does the last action. So if your last action usually is, So.
And I think that's exactly what I did.
Yeah.
Kevin says James Gunn, talented director, still don't care about DC.
Really?
I mean, you have to. I think it's his job to make sure that people do care about DC. And that's why I'm so on top of all this stuff. Like, you really got to do the right thing now. Yeah. I'm hoping that they have the best characters, man.
They really do. I think he's garnered enough goodwill for me to, give this a fair shot. Like I said, I think Creature Commandos and Superman are going to be the big sells.
Yeah. Yeah. I as much as it's weird to start this whole officially start the universe with Creature Commandos, not only is it like animated, it's also a bunch of characters that a lot of people don't know.
And you know what? I like that.
Interesting.
I like that.
It can go either way.
Because whenever unfortunately when it comes to DC over the years, what do we like when it comes to cinema? Who do we usually get more often than not?
Yeah.
Superman, that's true. Batman. They get to get the Batman, Superman, and you get Wonder Woman.
Yeah, and I like that there's such a, like you said, Brian, they have, much as I love Marvel, I have to agree with you. I like the characters in DC more.
They're better.
And there's no reason that the universe can't be as can't last as long and have enough longevity as the MCU does, and I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to more intros. The masses being introduced to more obscure, lesser known characters. So there's more than enough of them in DC.
I worry about starting off an entire studio with an animated movie. Because as we've seen now,
I think it's a show. I don't think it's a movie. I think it's going to be a week.
It's just a show?
Yeah, it's a show on HBO Max.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the right thing.
That's what I'm like. It can go
not
either
not for
way.
me, and not for me, and not for you, and not for him.
Mhm.
But for the common person, when you start off DC Studios, I don't know if that's the best thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not that, because I think we're gonna watch it regardless. You know, and we're gonna love it, you know, regardless. But
well, my thing is more the being animated. Like animated is automatically going to put off a lot of people.
Exactly.
You know, which is kind of bad. But also, if you can get past that, like I think you can have a really fun time with the story. You know,
Same. I think it's interesting timing for Creature Commandos because you think on surface level, excuse me, that the first thing that would drop would be something in live action, particularly Superman. Or you know, who knows when the second season of Peacemaker is coming out. I'm thinking like probably the second half of next year.
Probably.
But yeah, it's the timing is very interesting.
Yeah.
With it.
You have to worry about that. Even though I think we're all in agreement, DC has always done animated shows better than Marvel forever. They are always the best animated. But it turns other people off, and you need to get as many people to come to your studios and watch your stuff as possible. It's just I like the idea of doing it. I don't like the idea of being first. I don't.
Yeah. See. So what I'm thinking is, you have to get the nerds, right? If you do an animated show, right, it's gonna attract. Like for me, it's gonna attract like people like me. Like I love animation, I love comic book stuff, I love the monstery stuff that they're gonna do. I love superheroes. Like this show seems like it checks all the boxes on but most of the boxes on things that I like. So I'm like, okay, and I'm wondering if they're because for me it's like if they catch the nerds, you know, and the nerds like us are like, this is the tone and the vibe of this universe he's going for. Maybe it's like I need to get the diehards. I need to get the hardcore guys first. And if they are like, hey, this is kind of good, then that's gonna turn around to the normies are like, oh, you're a comic book guy. You like it? Okay, I might give it a chance. Or I might watch the next movie. I might watch Superman.
I don't think
something
they give
like
the
that.
Animated a chance.
No, I'm not saying ban the universe in general. Because most people are not gonna watch this.
And that's a hard thing to start a studio off with, something that people aren't going to watch. And we all agree Transformers 1 was great, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it was amazing.
No one else saw it, so who the hell knows? You know, like it just you wouldn't start a studio with that.
Yeah, but when they do Transformers 2, which I think they're gonna do, like Transformers 1, 2, or I don't even know how they would title that. You know, but I think that would bring in a lot more money because now you got the normies, you got like the hardcore people, like, hey, that was really good. You know what I mean? And then maybe they like market it a little bit more, put a little more money behind it. I think this is meant to bring in the comic book people, the us, you know, us as fans.
But we're going to watch it regardless.
Oh yeah, but we need to like it. That's the thing. We're gonna watch it no matter what because we're nerds, but we have to like it, and that's the thing. I think he's gonna hopefully give us a show that's entertaining enough where we turn around, we're like, hey, I'm kind of interested in this universe. So when Superman drops, we all kind of like, hey, I like that last thing you did. Well, let's see what you do with the big thing, and then you kind of rally around things. You know what I mean? Because if like, say, if like Marvel started off like Guardians of the Galaxy was like their second film, no one would have fucking watched that.
No, and once again, and that would have done harm because it would, and probably never got off the ground. Yeah. So that's the thing. Like, why would you start with that? I think that it's a better idea to do it as the second thing. If Superman was great, and you did Creatures Commandos after that, I think it'll be great because you say, oh, I already love this. I will give this animated thing a chance because I know there's even people that's probably going to be commenting right now that will not give it a chance because it's animated.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're 100%.
But you know, it is what it is. It's not we're not going to change it.
Yeah.
So, but
yeah,
you know,
right now, I mean, DC's got a good thing going with the animated stuff. You know, Kite Man is a lot of fun. The Harley Quinn show is a lot of fun. I know they're not the same universe, you know, but I mean, those, you know, definitely have shown like, hey, like these are not like kiddie kind of shows, you know, for sure. So hopefully it kind of continues on, and
The
we'll
only
see.
animated thing that does do well is even when it's really brutal or very adult.
Yeah, and I think this is gonna be both.
I don't know. We'll see. So that's what I was thinking about. American Werewolf in London. That looks painful. I agree. Excited for Phoenix and Ferb revival coming to Disney Plus.
Yeah,
I was just reading about that.
Kids like it.
Yeah, I think they will.
I have a huge belief in James Gunn's DCU or DC. I'm loving everything I'm hearing for Superman. Excited for Creature Commandos. Excited for the Lanterns. Looking good so far. Hopefully.
Yeah, there's a lot that I'm really excited and curious about, and I think the way James Gunn kind of structuring it is pretty ambitious and interesting with the animated series. As you guys know, the casting for the animated series is going to carry over to live action. In fact, Frank Grillo's Rick Flag Sr. is going to be in Peacemaker and Superman, which I think is cool.
Yeah.
I think he's even talked about like extending the universe much later down the line into like comics and video games and stuff like that, which would be cool.
It's
But
very hard to do.
it's going to be tough to do. But like if he could pull it off, more power to him. But I'm really interested to see where he goes, and everything that I see about the Superman movie just has me more and more excited for that.
All right, let's get through some more. Also, there's some lore that you don't recognize your loved ones when you're a wolf. That's true. We got Danny in the building. What's up, Danny? So have y'all watched Salem's Lot, Penguin, Tulsa King, Superman, and Lois? I watched Superman and Lois, Tulsa King, Penguin. I have not watched Salem's Lot.
Yeah, I've seen everything on that list except the new Tulsa King.
I've seen Tulsa King. It's pretty good.
Yeah,
Salem's Lot was okay.
Okay.
Like I said, standard Stephen King remake.
Yeah.
We know what that is.
Yeah.
So I just want to see if they cast Damian Wayne correctly for the movies.
Me too. There's a lot that's
hard.
That's going to be tougher than casting the DCU's Bruce Wayne, I think.
I just want to see which one they go with. So, because if they go with I don't know if you guys seen the Absolute Batman. Look how giant he is.
Yeah.
They're testing the waters.
They're testing the waters for Alan Richson.
Exactly. They're seeing if people are okay with it, because you can have a giant ass Batman.
Yeah, and I don't know if I want that right out of the gate. I kind of, I don't think
it makes sense.
Yeah, I don't think I want a Batman who's like built like a house. And even though the animated series Kevin Conroy was a pretty big dude, he still wasn't like the Hulk.
It's big like we have like I don't know who was the last one who was decent size. Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck. Yeah, big like 6'4", 230. Not like 6'6", 280 and like a monster. I'm beating everybody up because I'm choke slamming them.
Yeah.
I heard this. Well, I heard real quick. I heard this new Batman that absolutely he carries around a battle axe or some shit.
Yes. So he's a club basically in a battle axe. Yeah. But the dude is just like a monster. I don't know.
He's a brute. He's a brute. He's a total brute.
Not Batman.
Yeah. Yeah. But I am kind of good. Like he did say he wanted to go Batman Brave and the Bold with that first movie. So, that's a good storyline and everything.
It's hard bringing the Bat family without having anything else in there, but
it's going to be interesting, because it seems like they're kind of more or less kind of recycling the Snyderverse Batman in the sense that it's a Batman who's been doing this for an extended amount of time and kind of been around the block, but hopefully just kind of running more with it and doing more with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'll be interesting to definitely to see the Bat family and particularly who they're gonna get to be Damian, because Damian needs to be a very particular character, a very specific character. He needs to you need to kind of like him, and kind of be willing to connect to him, but at the same time, he just needs to be a little son of a bitch, you know.
Also, I
Um,
think he needs to be Middle Eastern, or at least Middle Eastern
Half?
at
half,
least half,
At least
or at
at
half.
least
least half.
half. You know,
Yeah.
kind of, yeah,
Mhm.
For it to make sense,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, they need to yeah, they really need to do that with
The casting, yeah, with it.
the casting of Damien, not only him. I'm assuming we're probably gonna see Talia and pop up
Yeah,
at
you
some point in
gotta.
time.
All right, let's go.
Probably when she dumps Damien on Bruce's doorstep.
I agree. After seeing American Bear Werewolf from London, I'm undergo intensely painful transformation. I'm not doing that. Layer
Mhm.
2, Wicked, well, will do well domestic box office. My concern is international audience. I think Gladiator 2 will do fine international. I'm worried
International
Wicked might not.
Wicked, I'm the same. I don't because I
But I
think
think domestic is gonna be okay. It'll make
domestic
a
will be
buttload of
absolutely
money.
fine.
Yeah.
It's got
The
more
mo-
than
but
enough
the
of a
one
following
that
in
make
the US.
all the billions of dollars or make to $1 billion or any like close is having a huge international following. It's the only way.
Mhm.
You're not
I
going
mean,
to
there's
make
some
$1 billion.
exceptions. Batman, not Batman. We were talking about Spider-Man. The last Spider-Man movie made $1 billion without being in China.
Mhm.
Yeah, without being in
So,
China, but I still think it made like $300 million from international.
I can see Wicked doing good in Europe. You know, being a
Yeah.
musical and stuff like that.
Could be. Could.
You know,
Almost forgot to mention, I also would like to want to wake up in the morning naked in public place. That might be a problem.
Yeah,
might
that
be
would
a
suck.
problem.
that'd be an
That might
issue.
be a problem. No one cares about creature commandos. You have to start off with your big guns and then ease into obscure characters in there. That's exactly what I'm thinking about.
Yeah, like I said, the arranging of how they're releasing this, because you'd think, like I said, start with Superman,
Work your way.
Mhm.
and then kind of work your way forward. You could start with even like the Trinity more or less, but I kind of like the change of pace that Snyder's or not Snyder, Gunn is going for with kind of the plan of attack. I think the Brave and the Bold will be a good kind of way to switch it up. This Themyscira series, I'm not sure about it. It kind of seems interesting on surface level, but that it does kind of pose the question, how long is it going to be before we see a Wonder Woman enter the kind of main current universe,
Yeah.
but other than that, I really, really enjoy the idea of the Green Lanterns series. I think that's really cool. And it seems like it's an interesting way to kind of introduce John Stewart as the mainstay lantern that that I'm assuming we're
We're
going to focus
assuming
on.
a lot, so that's one of those things we got to see.
Yeah, and that's another
Yeah.
thing. I kind of like that Gunn is kind of keeping a lot of the specifics under wraps, which is cool. So I respect that, because it leads to conversations like this.
And he says, or Tank, they may mess it up like Joker 2. Man, that was a big letdown. 100%. And then I gotta get to Danny right now because he gave us a $5
There you go.
super chat. He says they have a perfect vehicle for Batman. The Penguin is a masterpiece. HBO needs to collaborate with the studio. The Batman 2 could be fire.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm counting on
Yes.
it. Like I absolutely love this take on Batman, and I'm happy with it being its own animal in its own corner in the Elseworlds universe. I think it functions best on its own. I know that they were talking about at one point trying to bring Robert Pattinson into the Gunverse
Mhm.
as that version of Batman. I say just leave it in its own corner.
Yeah.
It works.
We'll see how DC works with the rest of the DC Warner Brothers movies. That might end up being a problem because you don't want to create two fashions of fandom.
Yeah.
You just don't want people to want one or the other because then you're bringing in the whole Snyder effect again. You're doing it yourself. You're literally putting it together yourself. You don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You've
Yeah.
already cut your fans in half before. Let's not start again. As much as I wanted the Batman. I want the whole thing to go. I think the Penguin is great. I worry about that.
Yeah.
The Penguin series is so good.
Yeah, it's really good. I mean, he's saying the Batman 2 could be fire. I would say it will be fire. Like
I think,
it's
yeah,
it's gonna make so much fun.
Reeves, the way he's building up this universe is just very
Mhm.
impressive to me, and I feel very invested in it, which is the best feeling when it comes to any form of cinema or television. When you're that invested and that engaged, which he's delivering in spades. I think.
Yeah,
We'll see.
yeah. But the only thing I don't think the Batman, Robert Pattinson's Batman,
Mhm.
would be able to play in a universe where we have Green Lanterns and we have like Mr. Freeze
Same.
and like bigger, weirder DC things. You know what I mean? Like
Definitely, because
Batman-
it's too grounded. It's too
It's-
grounded.
yeah.
It's too dark. It's too
He's
gritty.
just a dude.
Yeah, it's very
It
grounded.
is, but
Just-
the thing is, like, you have this dark, gritty dude, and then now you have the Green Lanterns. You have Superman flying around.
All he has to do is just show that
It's-
he's a genius.
Mhm.
It doesn't fit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because even
yeah.
his Batman to me, and this might be a hot take. I think I kind of touched on this last time we discussed this, but I almost feel like his version's even more grounded and kind of seems a little more plausible than the Nolan verse.
Yeah.
I like that they're leaning more into the detective noir vibe of it. I think Reeves even mentioned a while back that the Batman Part 2 is going to maintain the same vibe, which I love because I don't think we've really seen enough of Batman as a detective in the movies. So I'm down with as much of that as they want to deliver.
I'm gonna keep on going through these comments because we are getting further down, and you guys keep on going on comments, so I'm gonna keep on going. I don't know if you remember the Superman. There will be no John Williams theme. It will be a new theme done by John Murphy, who recently did the High Evolutionary theme for the Guardians 3. Okay,
which I'm good with, and I just hope that it's memorable. Because when you think of Superman, to me, I think like my mind, one of the places my mind automatically goes to is the iconic John Williams theme. I don't think I've really heard any other ones that really resonate with me or that I kind of consider synonymous with Superman, except for the one that was in Superman Doomsday and Superman versus the Elite. That was a pretty solid one. The Hans Zimmer theme, it was fine. It's not something that I kind of find myself humming or anything like that. And so we'll see what John Murphy brings.
All right, I'm gonna run through these guys. Give me get through this. All right. Well, Creature Commandos is a big factor in the DCU. Most think because the villain in Creature Commandos. Okay, I got you. All right. Finally watched Wild Robot last night with the family, and everyone loved it. I didn't cry, but my daughter did. Major W. Wild Robot is about parenthood. That's just where it gets to, basically. But there's a reason that Absolute Batman, why he's so big. There is, and you have to read the comic book before I'm going to tell you guys what it is. It's all in. You got to check it out. Do you think Princess Diary 3 will go to theaters or streaming? Streaming,
yeah.
Yeah. Streaming.
Are they filming it?
I think they're casting right now.
Casting
what I heard.
right now. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because I did read something about that. I think it'll be on streaming.
It just makes more sense that way.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious to see if the Freaky Friday sequel is even going to be in theaters or on streaming.
I think they'll do theaters, or they said they will.
Yeah.
But
makes more sense.
I'd be good with either one. I think Freaky Friday was a remake that worked. Actually enjoyed the Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis version, and I'm kind of all for her comeback at this point.
Right. He's in a big suit that's bigger than he is. Agatha all along getting better each episode. Great. I got.
Yeah.
Millie says DC and Marvel switching quality every 10 years is such a funny outlook because Marvel's games do be hidden right now.
Right.
I hear you.
And what's up, Hugo? I think this is the first time I saw Hugo in chat, so appreciate you coming in.
Yeah, just appreciate you being able to come in here. So I don't know if it's getting better with each episode. Hot take. All right, Danny. All right.
Fair enough.
Collect the movie, man. Hello, Spoiler Kings. How you doing today? Did you guys see the trailer for Dune Prophecy and its release date? Yeah, I have it already logged up, but we can't even get to the trailer because we tried to talk so much.
I have not seen the trailer. Hey, Collector, how you doing?
I have it all in here. Yeah, I saw all this stuff. Star Wars is going to have a comeback in theaters. Skeleton Crew will be a moderate success. Andor Season 2 will have better viewership than Season 1. As long as it's not boring, I'm okay with it. Just make it entertaining. I don't know what John Campion thinks. Whatever. Creature Commandos is quite exciting when you consider every character you could see in live action, like the duck with stretchy powers they've shown. Yes, I think you guys, everything you guys have said was right? But the problem is, can you start that way? I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, it's a bold move, but it's one that I'm all for. And I put all my faith in Gunn. He made me he made me emotionally invested in a talking tree and a talking raccoon. So
hey man, he said 3 words though.
That's all you need, man. You understood it.
We are Groot.
Yeah.
I'm excited for Brave and Bold movie because Batman and Robin finally getting Robin. Also, looking forward to Wicked. Not a fan of musicals, but it has my interest. It's a great play, so maybe
it's a really good play.
Yeah,
and I admittedly like musicals here and there. I'm picky when it comes to musicals, but I like them.
Depending on how it is, yeah.
Yeah.
You got Travis in the building. How's it going, guys? It wouldn't happen, but it would be interesting if Gunn's Batman is revealed to have already been beaten by Bane. Oh, and Azrael, who's Batman currently, building up to Bruce.
That's a lot.
Azrael, I don't know. You can't build up to Bruce.
Yeah. If they go that route, it would be Dick under the cowl.
Grayson.
Yeah. And they would do that run where Dick is Batman and Damian is Robin. Yeah. And then they're trying to figure out where is Bruce. That might be interesting, but again, like
that is a way to bring the whole Bat family in. Because then you have Dick Grayson there.
Yeah. Then you can bring in Red Hood. But is it too much at once? I don't know. I mean,
it's a good question, man.
We'll see.
Yeah, I'd be content with them just kind of having this be a Batman who's been operating in Gotham and kind of been operated outside of Gotham for X amount of years before he really joins the Justice League.
Matt Reeves really can't miss at the cinema. He's a can't miss right now. I get you.
Yeah.
We got T in the building. The Batman Penguin works better on its own. We need to have a shared universe that properly represents the whole of DC. The Batman is leftovers, which is or established before James Gunn.
Exactly. I agree on that. Definitely.
But then do you get rid of the Batman then?
No.
They have to. Because as T just said, we need to have a shared universe that properly represents the whole of DC. Yeah. But do they do that? Because once again, what's our worry? That you have to change the whole Snyder effect of splitting your fandom.
Yeah, it kind of poses a question how far and how long the Batman or the Elseworlds universe is going to go.
They're killing it with the Penguin.
Yeah, they're absolutely killing it. Like, so it's kind of like, who knows? Might even get a trilogy.
I mean, yeah. If number 2 does $1 billion, like, I mean, how can you not do a third one?
Did the first one do $1 billion?
I think it got fairly close, maybe 800 or so. I think
it did 700 or 800. I think.
Yeah. I'll look that up real quick.
How we do that?
772.
Yeah. But did you guys hear the Batman 2 is supposed to take place during Christmas time? What do you think of who the villains might be? I think it could be Mr. Freeze or the Court of Owls.
I'm
Or
leaning
both.
towards Court of Owls for sure. A realistic take on Mr. Freeze could be interesting. I'd be curious to see what Reeves's approach would be in that regard. Like, what
think
would
it'd
he
be
be?
That'd be very difficult. That's why I'm
Exactly.
interested to see.
Yeah, I'm still thinking Clayface. I'll be interested in that.
Mhm.
Like the most
From Christmas
weirdest freaking character. Yeah,
In a totally
Yeah.
grounded universe, which would
Yeah.
be interesting.
yeah.
like how would you what would be your approach in that regard? You know?
Yeah. I mean, he did it with the Penguin. I mean,
Yeah.
So
And I think they're going to turn the Penguin, but I want to get to that conversation later.
yeah.
Robert Pattinson, Batman is too grounded to play in DC shared universe. He is not fantastical enough. Batman functions better than a lot of other characters with powers. He is the Batman.
Mhm.
So, this is.
I like that the fantastical. I do that. That is a good way to put it.
That's kind of what you guys were saying, but
Yeah.
but that's saying that maybe they don't stay. Maybe he doesn't stay. Maybe they pivot and they go away from all this stuff because it's hard having a shared universe with same characters. You're splitting hairs for your own self.
Yeah.
That's why Marvel wouldn't give a Spider-Man to Sony because I don't want two Spider-Man out there, even though they're about to do it now. T says, I love the Batman, but I want a badass, fantastical Batman. A superhero who knows every form of martial arts, the guy who took down the Justice League, the guy who became a Green Lantern, etc., etc.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like that too. You know, I'm fantastical, like you said, is the word. I'm hoping that and I think Gunn will. I think he understands the assignment enough to kind of deliver that take on the character. But yeah, I definitely want to see that because we haven't quite gotten that in the context of live action, even when we were getting an attempt at a shared DC universe.
Yeah, we really, we never got that.
I think Princess Diary will go to theaters.
I can see it too because it does have a following. It depends how much money they want to put into it,
and when they're going to release it.
Yeah. If they decide to put money into it, I think they can get some money out. But
look, people that grew up on Princess Diaries would love to watch it. So my wife would be first in line. Like, let's go.
Yeah,
I'll be the guy with my head in the hoodie on, looking like it's ashamed. You're okay. Here we go.
I actually unashamedly kind of rock with both Princess Diary movies.
Not me. and it's more because it came through a time where I was just a knucklehead kid that wouldn't the time
for
of day.
Sure.
And now I'm not going to do it because I don't have time. I got too many other great things going on right now. James Gunn said he's a DC fan. I'll know when I watch Creature Commandos, and his Superman movie lets me see how much he actually knows and cares about the comics. For real, I believe, but I need to see it. I gotta say that's a good job, T.
Yeah, perfectly said.
And T says, came in mid conversation, but I didn't get proper hello. Hope you guys are doing well because the Earth is trash.
You're not wrong.
They convinced me with the Andor season 2. I'd rather dip my face in acid before I spend another minute on a season of that show. Star Wars is better than that. Please no.
Not looking forward to it.
I'm going to sit here and watch it. And if it's the first episode's bad, I'm going to be looking at you two like,
be 5 minutes of us just shaking our head.
I'm gonna give it a fair shot. I'm gonna give it the two episode not grace period, but
I'll
2
probably
episodes.
watch it all. I'm just gonna be mad.
I mean, I watched it all because I got to, but
because upon rewatch, like I mentioned a while back, I rewatched season 1 and kind of liked it a little bit more than I did the first time.
You're wrong. But I watched one episode and I was like, I can't believe I watched all this thing. I can't. I was mad at myself actually. I was like, why did I waste my time doing this? I could have done anything else. I could have learned how to sketch. I could have learned how to sew. needlepoint, any of those things would have been better than watching Andor season 1. I don't know what I was thinking.
Yeah.
So I Am Groot is better than the last 4 years of the MCU overall. I'm just saying. Yeah, Hugo saying Clayface tip of winter will aid in prosthetics. I'm sorry. Staying on face and makeup, etc.
I like that. Like it freezes almost, like it's stuck on there. I like that.
That's actually a good point.
Yeah.
We got Tony in the building with a new picture. I see you. I see you with your hair. I see you doing the big things. What's good, fellas?
Going on, Tony?
Say, isn't Elseworld already taking an L with the Joker?
To say the least.
Yeah.
That's a
to say the absolute
point.
least.
That's not even taking the L. That's taking the whole damn word. LOS. Everything.
You're not wrong. So grounded and realistic are two different things. Grounded doesn't mean rule out characters like Mr. Freeze and such, because realistic does, like The Dark Knight. This is a subtly shown throughout cinematography with both. You can still have something that's grounded, not be realistic. I guess in Bane will be a good choice. Like, show you can still have it grounded, kind of use it a way to kind of explain some things away. But Clayface is really, really hard.
I think you can, but then you would get more realistic with it, like just
by doing it
by having him be like a prosthetic artist. You know what I mean? Like stuff
kind
like
of the approach they took in Batman Cape Crusader.
I still haven't seen that damn show. I gotta watch it.
You haven't?
I haven't. Yeah. It came on when I was on my break.
When Lucas was born too.
Yeah. So
Isaac was born. I was talking about Isaac. So Joker's an Elseworld film as much as a Craven is a Marvel Disney production. The original Clayface was a mobster, so they will have to go that route instead of a more popular take on Clayface, which is the mud monster that can shapeshift. Should be interesting. Or he just say he could do prosthetics. He can always shift it to another person because he's just that good. He's a mobster that can always blend in with his surroundings. That he's just that good. He just keeps on morphing to the next person. You don't know he's that fast. He already has Mission Impossible stuff.
Yeah. No more mobsters, man. I don't know if I could do more mobsters in the Batman universe.
Or if he's part of one of these families. We'll get there.
Oh,
the Batman Part 2 will be similar to the Victorian slum with people shitting on the sewer grates. Oh, he's going for bodies. See, Jack the Ripper style.
Yeah.
He was a surgeon. It is rumored, so I assume. Yeah. So guys, I thought Joker 2 was okay, but definitely not good. It had great stuff in it, but it was mixed with a lot of bad ideas. Joaquin Phoenix is a great actor, but man, did they drop the ball. I don't think it's good. I think with Tank, I went and really thought about it again, and I gotta agree with what Tank said originally. They undid the whole point of the first one. If they had did the idea like what they did at the end of Joker 2 in Joker 1, it probably would have fit a lot better.
Yeah. For me, it just walked back a lot of things that the first movie set up. When they really could have ran with it. And yeah, I get that Todd Phillips wasn't keen on the idea of doing a sequel. He had notoriously said in the first when he was making the first one that it was going to be a standalone. But I think walking back things out of and who knows really if it was out of spite or otherwise towards Warner Brothers, if you really wanted it to be a standalone, just walk away. If you wanted to walk away, if you wanted your integrity that much intact.
Yeah, but big old literally WB was like here and gave him like a sack with a dollar sign on it. It was like legit. That's what they did.
Brinks truck literally said,
yeah, like back it up. Yeah, that was I'm really curious to know how much not Matt Reeves, I can't think of the director,
Todd Phillips.
How much he got, because Joaquin Phoenix didn't make that much. Lady Gaga didn't make that much, at least from their initial, their payment. I don't think they're obviously not getting a cut of the box office. But yeah, like Brian said, I think it undid the first one, because now you watch that, and now you watch the first one, you're like, oh yeah, this is all like an act, he wasn't the Joker, it wasn't even a split personality. It was just a guy having a bad day.
He was just the wrong one.
It was just Arthur Fleck.
Yeah, this is Arthur Fleck.
Arthur Fleck. Yeah.
So Hunter, what's up, Hunter Iggy? I appreciate you jumping in here. Says Spoiler Kings. What are your thoughts on Frank Miller and Zack Snyder talking about deconstructing superheroes and superhero heroes and sex? So I kind of know a little bit what they were saying, because I thought there was more about the idea that you want to see superheroes that are grown up a little bit more, and part of growing up, having sex is part of this thing, and how they're a reflection of society. So it was almost like Zack Snyder and Frank Miller were almost talking about not the boys, but being able to talk about those and show those things and have a more gritty type of superhero thing in itself. And that's kind of what I got out of it. And kind of makes sense, because how Frank Miller is always pushing the envelope with a lot of stuff. I think it's interesting. I don't think if you want it to be great on film that you can always explore those things.
Yeah.
So that's just my opinion. I'm not sure.
I think in the go ahead, Tank. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying I don't know what they said about it. So I mean, I can assume, but yeah. But go ahead. You go ahead.
Yeah, I think in the right context, deconstruction is absolutely fine. Case in point, one of Miller's most popular works, Watchmen, I thought was a great deconstruction of it.
Yeah. Exactly. The Watchmen with with Owlman and what's her name?
Silk Spectre.
Yes,
Rorschach, Dr. Manhattan. I thought that's probably my go-to thought when I think of deconstruction of the genre. And as far as Zack Snyder goes, I think he did decent with the live action adaptation, but I think you really have to know when an appropriate time is to go for a deconstruction. Like, when Zack Snyder was still involved in the DC universe, he had said, I remember him saying in at least one interview that he wanted to deconstruct these characters. Probably not the best kind of medium for that, when you're talking about like starting a cinematic universe with these characters in particular. So, but I like the idea of deconstructing. You just have to know when to do it. You just have to pick the right time.
Yeah. And it needs to make sense in the story you're trying to tell.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? For something like The Boys, it makes sense why more in the show than the comic book, but it makes sense why Homelander has this weird breast milk obsession, and stuff like that. So, and then you have a lot of the other stuff from the comic books too, a lot of the affairs and sexual stuff going on. So it needs to make sense. You know what I mean? That's kind of the thing, like Warner Brothers came out, was it, I don't even know, a couple years at this point, and they're like, no, Batman doesn't do that. It's like, you're like, what? It's like, listen, Batman got 2 rules: he don't kill and he don't go down. Like, that's it. Like, I'm like, what? It's like silly. I was like, why would you restrict a character from being human? So I thought that was kind of silly. I mean, they did it in Superman 2. Like Superman's like, I really need some sex. Like,
right?
Like I rather get rid of my powers for a little bit,
Mhm.
So I mean I mean that was more of a plot point than actual like deconstructing sexual stuff in the superheroes, but
Mhm.
at the end of the day, it just needs to make sense.
As long as it goes with the character, what if it matters to the character? So like, what's his
Mhm.
name? Like Dick Grayson. Some things are necessary as far as
Mm.
sex and preference and stuff like that matters with the character. Kind of goes with the character.
Yeah.
Uh, as you said, Watchmen, it kind of makes sense in that world, and you needed that.
Mhm.
I think as long as it's done the right way and it actually matters. I just don't like highlighting it for the idea of just to highlight it for no reason,
Exactly.
especially with legacy characters.
Yeah, just for the
It just really
sake of
makes
being edgy or that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I don't really like that very much
Yeah.
either.
Like Batman and Harley Quinn animated movie, they had Dick Grayson and Harley Quinn have sex, and I
Mhm.
was like, I don't know if Dick is that weak-willed to let somebody like Harley Quinn to be like, come on, and he's like, okay, it's like what,
That-
but even they did it in the Killing Joke, where Batgirl and Batman, wind up having sex, and it was just like, and it was like such a weird part of the movie. I was like, well, like,
for what
you didn't
reason?
you didn't need that in. You can literally take that out of the movie, and it would probably be a better movie, without it. So
Mhm.
yeah. So
Yeah, Kal-El says Greenwood tank. What the multiverse is this?
I know I saw that and laughed.
Guys, I only enjoy moments instead of enjoying the entire movie. I would have done something completely different from what the ending up getting. Then again, I'm actually a DC fan, so yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
So Crypto versus Dexstar, the Red Lantern cat on screen. Now, let's go.
Oh, when we start getting the different lanterns eventually, Dexstar is
Crypto's a
one of my
problem, though.
favorite.
Crypto's going to be a problem. And I'll tell you why I think that later, but I
Yeah.
think Crypto's a problem.
Well, I
It's
mean, in
gonna
the
be
comic
hard.
books, he's a problem.
Yeah,
Oh.
exactly.
Yeah.
Guys, I had a moment where I'm cheering and moments where I'm bashing my head against the wall, trying to imagine something better. Perfect example, a sequel that shouldn't have existed. Agreed, 100%. Said, luckily, most humans didn't watch the movie because it flopped so hard. Everyone past felt the disappointment. As long as they don't do weak sex scenes, we saw Internals. Old girl had no reaction when the rip-off Superman Icarus was put into down.
Well, they were like robots, or
Mhm.
like fancy robots. So
Watchmen more so a deconstruction on porn in general in those aspects. Sex and superheroes really don't really matter unless it's part of the plot and not just there for the sake of it. Yeah, I agree 100%. My bear said, well, he wasn't the Man of Steel. I thought it was good. Deconstruction only works when you have a brilliant storyline and amazing characters. Hence, Watchmen is one of the best graphic novels ever. A perfect way to tell that kind of story.
It's one of the ones that I regularly reread.
Yeah.
Breast milk. I'm intrigued.
Wait, Kyle, have you never seen The Boys? And The Boys, that's a big plot point. Even like 4 seasons in, it's still a big plot. That might be one of my favorite scenes. Is like he gets squirted in the face.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Oh, that was
and his reaction after him, like.
Apparently, the Man of Blue. I should have painted the ceiling blue. She's sitting there looking at it. Blue. I should have painted the ceiling blue. I knew she was. There's more to superheroes' life than who and what they do when they shag. These two have a questionable history when it comes to some of their works involving sex.
I'll be back real quick.
Yep, gotcha. All right. So don't get me started on breast milk. My boy Homelander needs to be punched by Darkseid for that. He would actually take him out, but better than living with that fetish. Why being broken? That's definitely all Bruce Timm's fault, though. That's a good point. I like that too. Superman 2 is not a great movie. Rest in peace. It's a great movie. I'm sorry. I was like, it's not. Did I just say that? Superman 2 is a great movie. Rest in peace, Christopher Reeve. The perfect Superman. Superman said to his mother, "Mom, I love Lois. With your permission, I would love to love her. I would love to give her the D. Power's gone." I don't know if Dick is that weak-willed. That's a wild statement. So he is. No, he'd be out there. Dick Grayson, Nightwing, is known for the women he has been with. And you see some of these covers that they have. Some of these new covers they have with Night. Oh my God, Dick Grayson's on it. Crazy,
right?
So hold up. Dick Grayson knows Harley looks good. He was just trying to keep Gotham safe. And you gotta take one for the team, Dick. That works on many levels. Nightwing showed Harley how to get the dick from Reed. Wow.
How you get dick from Richard.
Yeah, you're right. It was instructional. We got B in the building. What up? It's funny. You guys have so many great comments. Said, what are y'all talking about up in here? If I only could tell you.
Oh yeah. You're a little late to leap down this rabbit hole just now.
All right, so real quick, since Tank is going, I want you kind of to go over the stuff that we talked about off screen real quick.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Oh man. I'm sitting here watching the girl in the spider web with Lakeith Stanfield. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, so what were you talking about before we started recording, right?
Yep.
So is that going to be our segue into Agatha?
Yep.
Okay. All right. No, we were talking about the MCU at this point in time, right?
Yep. Exactly what's been going on.
What's been going on with it. And kind of the question, especially at this point in time, are they kind of overextending themselves and going in too many directions, I think is how we worded it, or how I worded it.
Yeah.
Kind of, and I think kind of what kind of set off that question is, even though I'm enjoying it, Agatha all along with them kind of, on like a greater kind of extended universe works very well in the context of the comic books, but kind of asking ourselves, does that translate over as well into the cinematic universe? Because on one hand, we have the Avengers level threats that we're still kind of dealing with as we kind of lead up to Doomsday and Secret Wars. We also have more of the cosmic side with Guardians, whatever they're going to do with that. Captain Marvel, Monica Rambeau, more of the street level stuff. We're kind of easing our way progressively into, we have Daredevil coming back, Echo, Spider-Man, whatever, how much street level that's going to be at this point in time still has yet to be seen. And now we're kind of doing more with the supernatural side, case in point, Agatha, whatever they do with Wanda down the line, if Blade ever happens, that sort of thing. So just kind of something that we were kind of wondering and kind of discussing before we jumped on.
Yeah, Hunter said, spoiler keys, don't forget I can do this Dead or Alive, Red Hood, and don't forget Red Hood and Artemis.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Red Hood's gonna be cool.
Mm-hmm.
So I agree. I mean, but I'm saying don't forget about it, because the idea with the sex and all that stuff with them too. So So I haven't been keeping up with Agatha. To me, it's just not that great. Okay.
Okay.
I get it, man.
Fair enough.
Now you cup of tea.
So are we guys still doing the trailers? We're actually going to do a trailer right now. So I actually have the Penguin mid-season trailer up right now. So we're going to do this.
For the record, I have not watched this trailer. I was waiting to watch it with you guys. That's character development.
Yeah.
Look at you. Look at you. All right. So I think all this is going to so I think it all leads to Secret Wars and it'll all come together.
Mm-hmm.
And Mama Bear's gonna end over here. Apparently, all over Gotham, Nightwing is kind of a hoe. All right, I got the Penguin trailer up, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. Tank, you take it from here, and yeah, I'll pull it up.
Here, wait till you get it shared. Then we'll get going.
Sorry, shared.
What? He goes, and not Batman. Batman too, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say like father, like son, exactly what he said. Yeah, that's what he learned. Especially now in the comic books that Dick is rich. He's got a buttload of money. So wow. But
might be in this corner.
Yeah. All right, let's jump into this. Yeah, Dick just makes funnier. Make jokes funnier. Yeah. Oh man. All right, let's watch this Penguin trailer. All right, what is up? Welcome to the Sporter Kings. My name is Tank Kramer. I'm with Brandman Brandon, Brian the Grizzly, and we're gonna check out the mid-season trailer for the Penguin. A freaking awesome show. So we're 4 episodes in, we got 4 left.
Mm-hmm.
And
it feels like so many more than 4, right? Doesn't it feel like we've been watching it for like 6 or 7 episodes?
There's been so much info.
You know about
so much happened. Yeah. So, and this is legit. Like each episode keeps getting better. So
it's so good.
Yeah, I'm so ready to watch
a war. I think it's a war right now happening, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're getting ready for the action to happen. For everyone saying, "Oh, it's a slow burn," like this is where the burn starts. You know. So, but yeah, let's check it out and then we'll talk about it.
Now I'm gonna let the whole world's gonna be on fire when we're done with this. All right, here we go.
Ever since I've known you, you had your eye on the throne. That's your chance. Keys of.
What the hell?
Right? Shit just got real.
Interesting, yeah.
That's a lot of stuff going on.
Mm-hmm. I hate that, like, because the Maronis were just kind of like brought in for the show, you know,
for no reason.
Especially after that, not the last episode, but the episode before, it was like, so you didn't even wait for the plan to like fall into place. You just like are like, nope. Like,
she made a bad decision.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
They're going to end up killing her because of it.
Yeah, I mean the Maronis are going to be the first ones gone, right? I mean, last one's introduced, first one's gone. You know, because I mean the show is Sophia versus Penguin. Yeah, they set that up since the beginning, the first episode. You know, first episode. So
I wouldn't be surprised if all 3 of them make it still.
I think that would be kind of cool.
Very interesting.
So we find out like it becomes a pecking order, and even at the end we have both of them. You know, Sophia's still there, and we have Oz there, right? And then they have to figure out. Marconi's have to find a way to get back in there, and so they turn to somebody else, and that becomes one of these other villains. Whether we talked about Clayface or anything like that, that turns to somebody else. That's how they split Gotham into these 3 families now, and then that's how you get to this next step.
Yeah. The only thing is, like, for me, it's like Penguin is about controlling the city. Like he wants to control the city, he wants to control the crime in the city and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Sophia is like, I need to kill Oz. I was like, what's your priority? Your priority is him, but he is like, nah, I want to take over. So it seems like, you know, and her second objective is taking over the city. So it's like, I don't know. Whenever you have like a thing like, oh, I want revenge rather than the control, like those characters usually get neither.
Yeah.
But she did something really interesting. Well, I guess we get to that, but
Yeah.
right here, you know,
But I love her.
They're definitely going after her, right?
Yeah.
Sophia's going to go through Oz through her first.
Yeah.
And
it could be the mom too.
But that's it. Right after you saw that, you saw talking about the mom.
It was like,
And
what
he's like,
kind of son?
man can't take care of his own mother?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
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 If Sophia finds out about her, she's good as dead.
Oh yeah. Oh, 100%.
Do you think that he asked someone else to take care of her? Does he send her off? Or does he bring her under his umbrella?
Probably keep her close.
Yeah.
But I feel like she dies.
I mean, obviously, yeah. I think that.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah. Because he needs I don't want to say that motivation, because I hate whenever they do like fridge a girlfriend or kill a mom, but when they do that trope all the time, where they kill a loved one, and then that's what elevates that character to that next level. And I think they're gonna kill her, and it's gonna make Oz become the Penguin.
It's a Batman show. Of course she's gonna die. The parent dies, and you become this thing, right?
The thing.
I know
the
I'm
creature.
no longer Oz. Forget that. I am now the Penguin. Like, that's what I'm going to be. What you always called me.
Yeah.
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 That only makes sense.
I really, really want to see him with either the top hat or the cigarette with the long stick. Like at one point, right? I mean, at one point.
Yeah, at the end. Yeah. The top hat and the long cigarette.
They go all out. They put the monocle.
So I think this is what I'm suggesting. Sophia can't get to Oz, and so what she does, she goes to Vic. And that whole idea of saying let's go get Oz, get Oz through blah 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 blah. I think she's talking to Vic. Not talking to all the rest of those crime lords that she was trying to get, all the other people that she was trying to make a family with. I think she goes to him and gets to Oz through Vic.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
And Sophia and Vic becomes Sophia's right hand man, and leaves Oz.
I don't know if he becomes the right hand man. I think he like forces him. Like I don't know. Maybe he gets something on her, or she gets something on him, I should say. Like, oh, I find out like your girlfriend that went to LA. Guess where she is? Back in my car. Something like that, where he's like forced to help her.
Okay.
So
that's interesting. But you see the picture we talk about. But something's happening here with Vic, so Vic's gonna be it, and keeps on going back. But this is probably the moment when his mother's killed.
Ooh, like an explosion or something.
And that forces him to go full Penguin. And then she doesn't have any family left. She killed everybody, right?
Yeah.
So she goes to Oz is pulling all his people because he has all these street level people around. That's been doing all the dealing stuff for him for all these years. And she pulls all the rest and says, hey, you want new positions? Here's money. Here's power. Go kill Oz, and you be part of this family forever. And that makes the streets tough for Oz, too. That's going to be crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. She kind of pays him off. Like, oh, here's a bunch of money. Come work for me.
But I think it's smart, right?
Yeah, but
when you don't have any money and people, that's what you do. You give it to them. everything that they want, you have now.
Yeah. But always like the bad guy, like the head mobster person, in these kind of shows are always feared, you know,
Mhm.
rather than, oh, they give me everything I want. Like, oh, they at any moment they can kill everybody I love. They that's
Mhm.
usually it. So I don't know. I think they're setting her up to not make it throughout the season.
It does look like
I
she's
think
not
so.
going to make it. Like she's going to die
I
somehow.
feel.
Yeah, I get the feeling that they're gonna kill her off. It's I'm hoping they don't. I kind of realize that's kind of wishful thinking on my end, though.
I mean, you're not
I
the only
just,
one wishing it.
I just think that you have to have 3 families. I think that 3 families need to be there.
Mhm.
You know,
Mhm.
I don't think you can have a kingpin. Whatever Penguin is, he's not kingpin. So I think you
yet.
need to have those 3.
I,
He controls
I,
these 3
yeah.
boroughs.
Yeah, I think he becomes like the the crime kingpin and stuff like that because it needs to elevate to a level where Batman starts to notice. Because I think we talked about it before. This is all a lot of infighting, and Batman's like, y'all can kill each other,
Mhm.
But then it gets to a level where Batman can't ignore it, and I think the only way that happens is when one person is in charge of everything, and they're like, now you became a problem.
Mhm.
Now I need to focus on you a little bit.
Not just all the death that may be going around the streets.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
See Vic right there. Who's he throwing? Who's he pointing the gun at? He's assuming Sophia. What if it's Oz?
Which would be interesting.
That'd be cool. I mean, it does say right
It's
there, we
something I
killed
wouldn't
Oz.
rule out. Yeah.
Gotcha. Oh.
So I don't know. I think it's really
Yeah.
interesting. I don't know what we're gonna get out of this, but I know that this show has been nothing but. And it looks like, wait, see this plane? Someone's trying to get away.
Mm-hmm.
Someone's trying to run away.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like Sophia catches him at the plane.
I like the haircut they gave her. It doesn't look good on her, I don't think. I think it's a weird looking haircut, but it fits the madness of the character.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You took the words out of my mouth in that regard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just how unhinged
Mm-hmm.
it suits her.
Mm-hmm.
I
Even her
think
development with her clothes and stuff like that, her outfits
Yeah.
have really enhanced more. So
Yeah. More flary at least in this trailer, they look more flary and over the top and stuff like that.
this is the point where Oz kills Vic.
See, there is an explosion.
So just saying, this show is already off the chain. Every Sunday, I'm like, man, I cannot wait to watch this. Looks good.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I can't wait to see how it. I really want to see how it ends, because I'm pretty sure however this ends is gonna play into the Batman movie. I mean, Todd Phillips already, not Todd Phillips.
Matt Reeves.
Yeah,
Matt Reeves. I kept getting him confused all day. Matt Reeves already kind of said as much, So yeah.
I agree. I think that's going to be it's going to be an awesome way. I love this mid-season trailer. Kind of just keeping us ready for more. They did it with Wanda. They're doing this with Penguin. I'm excited about this.
Yeah. Well, cool. Yeah. Well, we want to hear from you guys. So if you're watching on the replay, leave a comment down below. Let us know what you guys think about the Penguin, the mid-season trailer. Let us know what you think about the show so far. Any theories on how you think it might end. But we want to hear from you down in the comments. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We're on our way to 2,000 subscribers, so we want to hit that before the end of the year. But like I said, we appreciate all you guys in the replay. And if you are watching live, stick around because we're gonna get into all the comments right now. Oh, my bad. Hit the wrong button. Let's see. Do a quick run through of what is going on. Let's see, that's the last episode went hard. Oh yeah. She looks amazing. She looks crazy. I think she's finally fully accepting that title.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Kyle said, reminds me of the Gotham TV show. Mafia stuff was great. So much potential. Okay. I don't think I stuck around the show that long to get that. I think all three need to make it because Batman has to have the aspect of battling all of them.
Yeah, because they're not going to work together. That's the thing. They're not going to be, Penguin working with Clayface, working with Mr. Freeze. Like there has to be multiple crime families and sectors that you only could operate in this sector, and then you only can operate in this sector. They call truce because they have to do something else. So that, like I feel like no one dies all the time. So
yeah.
Always.
Yeah. I mean, that's what they did in the first one too. You had Riddler doing his thing, but then you also had the mob, the Falcones doing their thing, and then Riddler kind of manipulating Batman and the mobs, So you could do something like that again. Yeah. So season 2, the Maronis will get their revenge next season. I think so. I think they're gonna be like a back. They're gonna take a back seat.
Yeah, they're going to lose. The other two don't lose. Don't win, but they don't lose. They lose, and they have to go to someone else to reach someone else to kind of get their family back up, and that's how we get another great
film.
Yep,
I like that. Kyle said, "Not my Penguin. In my day, the Cobblepots threw the baby out with the bathwater." Exactly. I believe it was Paul Rubin, wasn't it? Paul Rubin was
Paul Rubin.
Batman Return. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember who the female was. The mom.
Well, she was in Pee-wee's Big Adventure too.
Was she? That's awesome. That's fucking hilarious. Oh,
freaking
man.
Tim Burton.
Yeah, exactly. He said the hat and the laugh is what I want to see before we fade to black. That'd be cool. Even the laugh. Yeah. My name is Oz, bro. Click your heels and go back to the right time. Okay. Which is funny because we're gonna be probably talk of the Wicked in a little bit. So I know if Tank starts wearing that beater, I'm like, oh, you guys beater boys. That's funny. If you know, Colin Farrell has confirmed that there is not going to be a season 2 for the Penguin. That's what I heard.
I remember reading that. I think Matt Reeves even kind of implied that this was going to be a one-off too, but
I thought this was going to be a making of the Penguin, and now he's the Penguin now.
Yeah, I think they were aiming for this to be like a one-off and just kind of do more world building. And when the Penguin shows up in the Batman Part 2, we'll have that build up prior to. But we know how Warner Brothers is when something catches on. For all we know, as we speak, they could be trying to like strong arm Matt Reeves into doing a second season.
And I'm gonna strong arm Colin Farrell. So that's
I mean, as much as he said he liked becoming the Penguin and sitting in the prosthetics and becoming a different person, I was like, I'm sure that wears on you, man. That's a lot of waking up in the middle of the night and let people throw a bunch of shit on your face for hours,
stuck in it,
being stuck in it. Yeah, that's a lot. We'll see.
He's so good in the role, though. I love it.
He's so good. He's so good. Kyle said, until the money truck up, Colin would be like, what happened was LOL. Yeah, exactly.
What happened was
that's exactly what Todd Phillips and Joaquin Phoenix were like.
When he's doing the Scrooge McDuck, when he's swimming in gold coins.
Dives through it. Collector said, I absolutely love the show. It's almost beating out House of the Dragons. I think it
no.
Season 1 House of Dragon was better. This is better than season 2 of House of Dragon.
I don't know.
Definitely.
It's only halfway through. I can't tell you that yet.
Yeah.
There's 4 episodes of House of Dragon that I could say that are just as good, But House of Dragon has a lot of lull. So until I see the rest of it, I can't tell you that. Can't.
Yeah. That's fair. Professor said Christine Milioti is killing it.
Milioti is killing it.
Man, sure is.
Yeah.
She's
really
so good.
Like I miss the gangster.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like she's really holding her own against alongside Colin Farrell.
Mhm.
I kind of entered assuming, oh, Colin Farrell, all eyes are going to be on him. He's going to absolutely kill it. She's been, I was completely blindsided by her and just how incredible she's doing.
I
You
Yeah.
know,
I don't think she's holding her own. I think she's doing better in some aspects. There's sometimes where she steals the show,
Mhm.
which is
absolutely.
amazing because Colin Farrell is amazing with all the prosthetics and all the stuff, and he's definitely becoming the Penguin. But there's some times where you look at her and she's all you can look at, and she's not doing
Mhm.
anything.
Yeah. Greg, when they were in the club and they were trying to sell the drugs, like Penguin's being Penguin, and she comes in and starts to become like the hangman, starts to, does this whole pitch. I thought she was great. Like she stole that scene,
She did, and it was awesome. Then turn around and finding out she wasn't the Hangman ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's even more awesome. Like, and it puts you're put in a place where you have to become what you really hate.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. I love it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah, she's definitely killing it. I think on somebody posted a picture of her on Facebook and like oh yeah, like like she's really good. And I think one of my comment was like, oh, this is one hell of a backstory for the mother of
I know.
How I Met Your
How I
Mother.
Met Your Mother. Yeah,
That's funny. I like that.
Oh man,
that's what happened.
Yeah, like the whole thing about like her ex, fiance or whatever died, or like no, it's all fake in her head. This is the real story.
At the end of the show, we're gonna see her having someone in prison, and we're gonna find out it's Robin because she's like,
I was gonna say you see the yellow umbrella.
that would be good.
She walks away with the yellow umbrella. That'd be epic. Hugo said, what's your opinion on DC Studios just making a 25 million budget or so horror film? Just some obscure character. Try to get into a horror market. So from what I understand, I think Swamp Thing is supposed to be in that horror kind of genre. I don't know how hard it's gonna go into it.
Swamp Thing is very horror. Do you? Do you really know the backstory of it? Oh, and his family, how they're killed, and then they go into this other world. Like Swamp Thing is dark.
Yeah,
and they won't let him die. Like,
yeah, I'm curious to see it because I think they even they do have a director. It's going to be James Mangold.
Yeah, I think so.
Which is going to be interesting after because he's made a ton of good stuff. Walk the Line, Logan, Ford vs Ferrari.
Oh yeah,
you had me at Logan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. Swamp Thing could lead to bringing in Constantine. Only question, would it be Keanu Reeves? It's not gonna be.
I sincerely hope not.
Already, right? they're already doing Constantine 2.
Yeah, they say they're going to do a sequel to that, but as far as the greatest, or as far as the not the greatest, but as far as the rebooted DC universe goes, I hope it's not Keanu Reeves. No disrespect to anyone who likes that movie. Even I like the Constantine movie, but
I do too. It's not Constantine. It's not John Constantine.
It's just not John Constantine.
It's just the same name. That's all. They're the same name, but that's it.
Yeah. And I had like that mental block in my mind for a while that just kind of kept me from enjoying that movie because he's one of my favorite comic book characters. And mentally, whenever I put it on, I'm like, what the hell are you guys doing? But if you can lay this, it's nothing like the comics, but it's a fun movie.
Yeah. Is that so? You said I prefer
Castiel. Honestly,
no, the dude from the Arrowverse show. What the hell is that one?
Matt Ryan.
Is that not Matt? Is it Matt Ryan?
Wait, no, we're talking. I'm still thinking Constantine. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, Constantine from the Arrowverse.
Yeah, Matt Ryan.
Yeah, him.
British. I think Castiel would be perfect.
Yes, it needs to be British. He needs to be British.
Yeah, Matt Ryan was perfect in the role, I thought. Even the short-lived show, which really I wish would have gone on
Yes.
longer.
Yeah.
Really, but yeah, I like that's my Constantine.
Yeah. Yeah.
No disrespect to
Um,
Keanu.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's capture the Louisiana swamp atmosphere like Red Dead Redemption 2 when you get into swampy area. Yeah, which even that could be like kind of creepy. You get into that swampy, you know, down the swamp kind of say is it can't like cannibal redneck kind of things that you can kind of get with, you get creepy with that. You hear the banjo playing in the background. Yeah, it needs to be Northern British. 100%.
Really? So now he has to be British. So you guys are blowing my mind. So now characters have to be British. So American characters should be American, and British characters should be, whatever, guys, whatever. Oh
funny.
my gosh,
that's funny. Speaking of, we are going to get into the Dune trailer because I do really want to watch that. But I'm kind of curious on. We can knock these two out really quick. Hopefully, we'll try to keep it short. Yeah, I made a whole like layout for it. So I did want to talk about this with the whole Wicked kind of thing going on. This is all happened like this week, I believe, like very, very recent. So the top left that's labeled movie, that's the movie poster that the actual studio released, I believe, earlier this week. It's kind of paying homage to the thing next to it, which is the musical poster, right? Where the White Witch is telling the Wicked Witch, whispering in her ear, kind of thing. The musical is an iconic poster, like for sure, super iconic. Then somebody went and did a fan edit of kind of going more 1-to-1 with the poster. They found the actress who's playing the Wicked Witch. What's her name?
Cynthia Erivo.
Yeah, Evro.
Mhm.
Yeah, they got her, and edited her, with the little smirk and stuff like that with the lipstick. So we got this that came out. It's a fan edit. It's not the studio. It's the fan edit. She has come out and has some opinions about it. So she was quoted in saying, this is the wildest, most offensive thing I've ever seen, equal to that awful AI of us fighting, equal to people posing the question, is your genitals green?
Yeah.
Right. And she goes, none of this is funny, none of this is cute. It degrades me, it degrades us. And she had talked about the poster. The original poster is an illustration. I'm a real life human being who choose to look right down the barrel of the camera to you, the viewer, because without words, we communicate with our eyes. I'm trying to look for the one part that she said. Oh, here we go. Our poster is homage, not imitation. To edit my face and hide my eyes is to erase me, and that is deeply hurtful. So, I
What?
skipped a few parts. Yeah. So she is saying by a fan making this that it is offensive to her because they are erasing her and hiding her, and it is hurtful to her and disrespectful to her.
What?
Yeah. So we have seen when actual studios, Disney, does this. They did it with Star Wars with John Boyega. Literally kind of took him out of the poster and threw him and the actual studio poster. Right. We saw that happen. We saw it with Black Panther, Chadwick Boseman.
Anything in China.
And in China, like the poster. Actually, I wound up getting it. Hold on. Damn it, no, I can't. Here. well, it doesn't really show it. Never mind. But I have like a China Black Panther Blu-ray Steelbook that I got, and he's pretty much in the mask the whole time. You know, they don't show John Boyega's face. You know, and then they did it in the poster. No, I'm sorry, Chadwick Boseman. They did it to Boyega too in Star Wars, but that is from the studio. That is from the studio. It's not. It wasn't a fan-made film or fan edit. Just what I just want to know what you guys think, because we always talk about like representation and you know, being able to feel seen. I the first thing when they did this was it made me think about Chillmonger, was like, you're not black, you're green. You know, so already you're kind of hiding. You're
playing a woman with literal. You're playing a character with literal green skin.
Yeah,
they just edited it to make it look more like the iconic poster, which I don't see the harm in at all. If you're offended over something like that, especially when you're playing the lead, like you have a pretty easy life if you're offended about that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Really? Like, come the hell on.
I don't know. It's hard for me because I come in knowing that I'm not a black woman. Mm-hmm. So I'm very careful with what I'm going to say, because I'm not there. I'm not that person. I'm not been told by, you know, executives that, you know, I'm too dark to play a character, or I'm not pretty enough to do this, and that's not even playing on what they're actually doing in this movie with the whole point of Wicked and stuff like that. So I'm very careful with what I'm saying about that. Now, I don't necessarily understand it, but she could say, you're taking away, you know, my blackness. You're taking away the idea that I'm a black woman. You're hiding, you know, my cheekbones, my eyes that are definitely black, and making me into a caricature of myself. So if that is what she's saying, I have to say okay, you know, because that's how you feel about it, and that's how you're thinking. You can be seen as it's that you're trying to be a caricature of who you are. It's just that wasn't the first thing that I thought of.
Yeah,
but
I'd agree with
might
that
also
too.
but it also might be just me not being in that position.
Mm-hmm. I'd agree with that too, if she was not green.
It doesn't really matter. You're still a black woman.
Not here.
She still is. I mean,
she's green.
She's always black.
But it adds more fuel to the fire with what she was in trouble with some years ago. I forgot the exact statement she said, but she had said something, because she's British. Talking, because we're talking about British people, you know, earlier. She is British, and she said something along the line of the ghetto African American accent or something like that. So she was like kind of talking down to Black Americans, you know, in some kind of sense. I don't remember the full detail about it. I was trying to look for it, and you got a lot of articles talking about it, but I was looking for the actual quote. But you know, she said no, that's not what she meant. You know, she goes, I wouldn't do that. That's not what I was going for. Because she played Harriet Tubman in the Harriet movie.
Yeah, she sure did.
Yeah,
and she was in what else was she was in Widows, I think. She was pretty good in that one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, going back to what Brian said was like, hey, we can't get an American black woman to play this iconic American black woman, you know, who's not a character, who's a real life person. Instead, we got a British person, you know, to play this American kind of like icon and legend almost, you know. So yeah.
But it's at the end of the day, being black is still a problem, you know, that you deal with racism all the time. So it also makes you sometimes a little bit more sensitive to the situation, sensitive to certain subjects, because the things that you've already dealt with. I just don't. I I didn't feel this way, so it's hard for me to say anything positive or negative. But I can, if you feel that way and you have good reason, I can't. If you have a good backing, I'm not going to say anything negative about you. That is not what I see. When I first thought about it, that's not what I thought. That is not anywhere near my opinion of what happened with this poster.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But if it has based on something else that's going on, is it based on some other mail that she's been getting and hate that she gets? I don't have the full story for me to say yay or nay for nothing for any of this.
Mm.
And that's kind of, I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Yeah. Yeah. I just thought it was interesting because it was like, it was a fan edit, right? So it wasn't the studio that did it. Because we've seen, studios do it before. And I don't know, for me, it's like you're kind of attacking the people you want that are excited to go see your film. It's like, like they got another photo of her smiling and they edited it, and it's not like they got somebody else completely different. It's still a picture of her.
Yeah, they just
yeah,
tweaked it to make it look like the poster that's been around
the
for
musical poster.
for years and years.
Yeah.
Which I didn't see the harm in,
I mean, they also edited Ariana Grande. They moved her hand up so it covered up more of her face, so like you can't see her nose and stuff like that. So it's not like all they did was touch Cynthia. They also touched, Ariana.
Yeah,
edited Ariana. I should say touched,
now some of the comments that Cynthia Erivo is getting do, I think do justify outrage, like the one about her private area. That's a messed up thing to say. That's
the point. Though, is with all the stuff that's going on, sometimes you get more sensitive to certain things. So until you're really in that situation, until you really understand what she's going through, it's hard for me to say you're crazy. I don't. It's probably based in fact. It's probably based in something that you're dealing with. So it's hard. Like it's just a difficult situation, and I don't want to discount what she's saying.
Yeah.
Even though that's not what I see.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like that is something to think about. Is like, is this the final straw? That kind of
all the hate mail that you're getting, all the hate letters that you're getting, all the crazy things you hear online, the stuff that you hear on a daily basis. On what people are saying. It's just you don't know. So I can't just jump to that point, like say, "Oh no, you taking it too far." Who am I to tell you you taking it too far? Who am I?
Yeah. I mean, you have your feelings, that I think everyone's entitled to their feelings and their emotions and their opinions, for sure. So, I can't say, she's wrong for saying it. But like Brian said, that's not what I got. I got more of a fan recreating the musical poster with the current actors. I don't think, from what I understand, it's not from a place of hate. It's from a place of love of the musical and anticipation of the movie. So what maybe was she going a little bit overboard? Maybe, but again, like, she started off with it being them, doing AI stuff to Ariana and Cynthia fighting, which I haven't seen that. Asking inappropriate questions, so and again, it's a woman lead and a black woman lead. So, yeah, it's Hollywood. She's gonna get hate, especially in the climate we live in now. But like, it's like sports. You always see the retaliation. So she could have gotten 100 emails about her green genitals and this or that and all these AI
you're too
things.
ugly to play the Wicked Witch.
Yeah.
Why would we make you black? Why would they do this thing? All those things. We're not privy to that. So like we don't know if this is the last straw. So that's why I'm not gonna sit there and condemn her or anything that she's saying, because it could be more to the situation, and most likely is. A lot of times it is.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I don't think the fan made poster was out of a place of hate, but when you're just in defense mode, everything seems to be kind of an attack. So
After you've been attacked so much, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Someone comes and say hello, you're like, "What you mean by that?"
yeah.
So maybe. So once again, I don't want to. I don't want to sit there and put her out there and say like, she's doing crazy stuff. She's saying crazy things because it might be totally okay with everything else that she's going through. I just don't see it. It's not for me, but it's not always for me to see. I'm just going to listen to what you're saying, and I'm going to say, okay, that's where you're coming from. I respect you for saying it. Unless you go on the deep end and you're talking about someone specifically, I'm going to let you say, have your own opinion, and you might be right.
Yeah. So
Maybe.
Yeah, it's actually well put, Brian. So, because a lot of people are getting angry at it, like, oh, she's overreacting, and part of me was like, a little bit, but also, is she? I mean, can you tell somebody, hey, you're overreacting? When it's your emotions, it's your feelings, so.
And
we'll see.
we know racism it has been around for a long time. You could get people love this stuff. That people take their stuff very seriously. So if you do something they don't like the way you look during their thing, they will attack you personally. I always try to keep it on character or try to separate the actor from what I'm saying. But now people aren't always like that.
Yeah.
So, and when you have to deal with racism, when you have to deal with sexism, you have to deal with all the hate. You have to be careful about how you put it, because you don't know what the other person is actually dealing with. So I'm just going to kind of step out like, I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, that's kind of like, what we think, so yeah, it's a I don't say a weird subject, but it's definitely, one that first glance your look is like you're overreacting, but then maybe sit back and look at it a little bit. So, but yeah, we want to hear from you guys what you guys think about this. Is she overreacting? Do you kind of agree with Brian? Do you have your own thought and idea about how she handled this? Leave a comment. Let us know what you guys think. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, come and join us every Monday and Thursday where we talk movies, TV show, news like this, other kind of nerdy stuff. So definitely appreciate everyone coming in, hanging out with us. And if you are watching live, stick around because we are gonna get into some of the comments. Cool.
I think it's the deepest conversation, because your knee-jerk reaction is
overreaction.
That's crazy. What the hell? What are you doing? You're thinking this is stupid. Why? That's your knee-jerk reaction. But when you really think about it, you gotta say, I'm not in that situation. I don't know.
And that's something I didn't think about. It was like, how much more? How much he was getting before this? Yeah.
And I'm also a very big person that says, just because things are one way doesn't mean I need to accept it to be that way. Like, just because it's all known that you're going to get hate because of something doesn't mean that I need to just accept it that way.
Kyle's over here.
Bro, I don't want to hear it.
Kyle over here. He's just like,
until you're a black woman, you can't tell me how a black woman feels. and I think that it goes to your mother will tell you that, your sister will tell you that, until you know, you don't know. Just like I'll tell you, until you know what I go through, you don't know. So don't tell me I overreact if I don't know.
Yeah.
If you haven't been in this situation, don't say I overreacted. So
Yeah.
Even though on the outside you can say, this is probably not the hill I want to die on.
Yeah. Yeah. That's kind of the thing, is like that you don't want to hit, that's not the hill you want to die on. And it's very much like it's the retaliation. It's always the second thing we see. So if this person did this, and then they push back, you're like, whoa, why you pushing? It's like, well, they did this first, so we don't see that first push, which is like all the emails and inappropriate questions and stuff like that. So,
or all the casting directors she's ever been with, or the people that told her, "Hey, you can't be in this movie. You can't because you're too dark for the play." You don't know, so this could be the straw that breaks the camel back. So, no matter what I think, it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, but the Switch don't need that much saving. What's up, Sheed?
I'm running to the bathroom.
All right, yeah. And when you come back, we'll watch the trailer. Put him on mute. What we got? Oh, we got Chill in here, man. What's up, Chill? The next Disney Posters executive needs to be a HBCU graduate.
I just think you need to be thoughtful about every situation. You have to know what Black people have gone through in this country, But I think what Kevin just says, not everybody's racist, so you can't take everything that they've done as racist too. So and I think sometimes when you keep calling out racism, saying that's racist, it takes away from the actual point where something is
when
racist.
Somebody actually is doing it.
Yeah, so it's like, I don't want to call it the boy that called that cried wolf. I don't want to call it that because it's more than that. But when you do it all the time, it takes away some of the power.
Yeah.
I want you to understand when I'm saying this, I don't usually say this. But when I'm saying this, it means something.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, even like in today's political climate, I'm not getting into politics, but there's so many people be calling Nazis, right? So when people do actual Nazi shit, it just gets mixed in with everything else, so not everyone's racist, but but then also as a minority, you kind of need to be ready to defend it, I guess, to they get to be thrown your way, at any moment you're like, oh shit,
happens a lot. It
really
does.
Like off screen the other day we watched that I would pronounce his first name wrong, but Coates Tanashi Coates, and like how he was just caught off guard with that comment from MSNBC.
The first thing he says, man, that was racist.
Yeah, so it wasn't it was what was it? Was it Compact? Not Compact. I forgot what news article they were quoting, and then it cuts to Coates, and he's like, "That's racist." Like he wasn't ready for it, So
because a lot of times you deal with racism is covert racism, right? It's things the underlying racism. But when something's that right in your face, sometimes you be like, "Wow, you really
anybody else see this?" Yeah.
Wow. Everyone else hear this racism? This is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't want to skip them. We got this is what fans do. They try to make art closer to which I that's why I don't think it was intentional. It wasn't meant to upset her or stuff like that. Because if they wanted to, they could have actually put somebody different in there. You know what I mean? Just
they could have changed the shape of her nose.
Mm-hmm.
They could have, done a lot of worse things.
Yeah,
to actually out her mouth. Her. They could have done a lot of different things there. Could have been much worse.
That were even worse.
Mm-hmm.
Making an homage to the poster, and just kind of lowering the hat and making her mouth into a smirk like the original.
Yeah. I said,
but like you said, there may be more to it, Brian. Who knows what else she was hearing or seeing on social media
on every day? What's being sent to you? There's a lot of people that have all type of hate mail that you see that you have no idea they're dealing with. So you just gotta be careful about what we say. Like, oh, you're taking it too crazy. You're crazy. You're taking it too far.
Yeah, on the side of when it comes to these I'm going to say what they are, incels, because that's what they are, incels. All the crazy stuff that they're saying, even when it comes to a character who's literally green. But so in all fairness, we
That's
might
what I'm
only
saying.
be hearing this. What we're hearing maybe only be scraping the surface.
Because though the character might be green, the actor's still a black woman.
Yeah.
And sometimes they're talking about specifically the actress.
Yeah.
And that's what you have to always take into account when you're saying it. Like they might be saying specifically about her.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that could be a problem too.
Mm-hmm. That her doll is gorgeous.
Oh, gorgeous.
the wicked doll. There you go. Yeah, Randy said everyone's a suspect. Collector said, I just wanted to say Penguin trailer when it was playing. It was laggy a little. Yeah.
We will usually replace it with when we do it, we cut it up. So hopefully we can enjoy it together. But if not, we can always kind of fix it a little bit later.
Yeah. So when we edit and it's just the trailer reaction, it's a higher quality trailer, and stuff like that. So, and the audio. If the audio is really bad, I'll replace it with the actual audio. If it's not bad, I'll keep the audio we have. But yeah, that's kind of the price you pay sometimes with
going live and having
going
eight screens.
Being live and relying on internet. So, but yeah. All right. You want to watch another trailer? Or you want to go on to another topic?
We gotta do. I want to see Dune and I want to see Invincible. But I honestly want to see Invincible more than I want to see Dune. So,
yeah.
So we can watch Dune right now, but then let's do it as a quick video, and then I need to go right into the Invincible because I still want to really talk about Agatha. I want to talk about all this stuff. So like
30 minutes before the midnight.
We gotta go. We gotta do it quickly. This is why I was trying to get through all the comments earlier.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to like put a time limit on it. Like our first 30 minutes are hanging out with chat, and then after that 30-minute mark, it's like we get into the topics. So we could let's do the Dune real quick and then
knock it out.
Right. Also, I hear myself.
Oh, I don't hear an echo for you.
No, I hear myself.
No.
When
I hear that echo now a little bit.
Yeah, it's the shared screen.
Oh yeah, that's how usually it was. Every time I shared it,
yeah, that's all good. All right, so give us that supernatural wizard
Wise episode, with Charlie.
Yeah, I got it. All right, let's watch this real quick. All right, what is up? Welcome to the Spoiler Kings. My name is Tank Kramer with Brandman Brandon the Grizzly, and we're gonna check out the brand new Dune Prophecy trailer. Was it prequel, but like way set back. Like I forgot how long, like hundreds of years. Yeah. So our first trailer, we had a teaser before. I think this is the first trailer though. So let's check it out and see what we got.
We've never seen a force like this.
Damn. That's like 17.
What?
Right on the corner.
Yeah, like 2 months from today.
One
month.
Oh yeah, next month. Holy shit, yeah.
I'm always down for more Dune, and respectable lineup of actors. When hasn't Mark Strong turned in a great performance? So surprised to see Travis Fimmel from Vikings, a show that I also really liked in there. And I think that was Emily Watson in the trailer too that I saw. So yeah, I'm definitely watching this,
Heck yeah.
and it
Heck yeah.
looks
This looks amazing.
it looks just as epic and cinematic as the two movies, at least to me.
Mhm.
You know, so I'm interested in seeing more of this version of Dune.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of reading up on it. It seems very like a very, very ambitious show.
Let's say collectors said set 2,000 years before the Dune movies. So
Mhm.
yeah, it's just that end scene would have been enough for me. It's like,
Right.
oh, I just run the school for women. We're not a threat. And then she's slicing somebody's neck. It was like, yeah, this is gonna be awesome. I cannot
Mhm.
wait. I love all the Dune stuff.
Me
I
too.
love it. So yeah, a bunch of like badass women manipulating the galaxy. Meanwhile, like, Travis and Mark, are gonna try to do their thing. I don't know.
Mhm.
Looks really good.
All I could hear during the whole trailer was "That girl is poison." So it's gonna be like poison women. It's all over the place. Just never trust a big butt and a smile. It's like, man, that's all I saw the whole time. Like, man, you're just gonna be manipulating. You've been manipulating dudes for 2,000 years, running this galaxy for 2,000 years. 2,000 years before we get to the Dune right now, and it's still the same thing. Like, that's crazy to me that women have power and they just pretend like they don't have the power, but they have all the power. Like, oh, you might be the head, but I'm the neck and the body. I want to make you do everything I want you to do. So that means, wow, that's crazy. That's scary,
Yeah.
man. And it looks,
Yeah.
and you said it's Dune, and it looks amazing. You know, so I'm for it. November 17th, let's go.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. HBO they are knocking it out of the park with these original things.
Yeah, they're absolutely crushing it.
Yeah. House of Dragon, Penguin's doing it. Now we got Dune.
4 weeks. So we have Penguin.
Oh yeah.
4 more times, and as soon as Penguin stops, Dune Prophecy.
We can jump right into this, right?
I like it. I cannot wait to talk about this on a weekly basis. Like, this is gonna be a lot of fun, man. It's gonna be a lot of like intrigue and a lot of like crazy shit going on. It's gonna be fun. It's for sure gonna be fun. Just looking at the cast, man. Like, there's a lot of women, obviously, because they're doing with the sisterhood of Dune.
Yeah.
But I see the Harkonnen name, a lot, some Atreides and stuff like that. So it's gonna be good. It is gonna be good. I think so. Yeah. So, but cool. Yeah, that's our look at the official trailer for Dune Prophecy coming out in a month. We cannot wait. This is gonna be a lot of fun. This is gonna be something that I think a lot of people are going to talk about. But we want to hear from you guys. If you're watching on the replay, leave a comment down below. Let us know what you think about Dune Prophecy. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and come and join us weekly when we start talking about this show. It's going to, we're going to do a weekly discussion as each episode airs. But we appreciate everyone coming in, hanging out with us. And if you are watching live, stick around because we're going to move on to our next topic for the night. Cool. It is legit. Like, I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys. Because I typed in the cast. There's legit 5 guys in 4 rows of cast members. Like it is is all women. Like and like all different like
because they're going to be manipulating the entire world. We're gonna find out why we're in this situation that we're in right now. And oh my gosh,
yeah, it's gonna be good. Let's see. Even the showrunner is Allison. What was that? Sharperker? Sharperker? There's a P in there. So, what else she did? Oh, she did Lost. She did Alias, Almost Human. She was a writer and producer for those. So
I liked Almost Human. I was kind of upset when they canceled it.
Yeah, Alias was awesome.
Alias was great.
Yeah, so he's good with shows. So, but cool.
Let's just real quick do this Invincible thing.
Jumping in
So
there.
we need to get to Agatha.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
All right. Get it ready real quick. Hit that mute button. Cool. Let's jump right into it. All right, what is up? Welcome to the Spoiler Kings. My name is Tink Kramer, and we're Brainman Brandon, Brian the Grizzly, and we're gonna finally check out a teaser kind of trailer for the Invincible season 3. We get an announcement date. I don't know whatever else we get from it, but let's check it out and then let's talk about it. Let's go.
Whoa, hey! We have these things called doors that normal people use all the time. You should try them.
We also have these things called Viltrumites. You should try winning a fight against them sometime.
Okay, too soon, Cecil. Also, how much does it cost every time you like teleport?
The
Isn't
shade.
that
Do you know the gross economic output of Liechtenstein?
not even a little.
More than that.
Okay, well that seems really
It's
irresponsible.
been months, Mark. Months since 2,000 retirees got their vacation cruise ruined, and you got your ass kicked by some second cousin of your dad's who dropped in to prove a point.
Hey,
That point being that she could kick your ass without breaking a sweat.
that's not nice.
Not only that, she
That's
promised
nice.
Mr. 10 times worse was on his way. So what exactly have you been doing to prepare? There's only 8 billion people counting on you.
Hey, I've been busy.
Busy doing what exactly?
Well, I've been busy writing, designing, storyboarding, voice acting, key posing.
Hey, no, stop. I'm not falling for that shit. Who do you think I am? Some pickle-hating, one-eyed rube from planet Just Let the Viltrumites Win?
I don't think that. What?
No, I bet you don't. And don't even get me started on your little 4-month vacation right in the middle of things. We all sure love that. You have some mayonnaise?
Okay, it was more like 3.5.
This is life or death, Mark. People are counting on you to live up to your obligations. So what exactly are you doing to get ready for what's coming?
I'm stuff.
Yeah,
Stuff.
that's what I was worried about. And why I shouldn't leave a 19-year-old in charge of Earth's security. All right, we're taking over your training.
Training? What training?
What training? Okay, how about weightlifting, cardio, speed, damage resistance, flexibility, battle tactics, reaction, and punctuality?
That's so
That's
much
2023.
stuff. Okay, when is this all gonna start?
I thought you'd never ask.
Come on.
We're a top secret organization, Mark, and we learn from our mistakes.
Well, I need to know when to show up.
Fine. Lights.
Much better.
No
That's what
mid-season
we
break.
Where's the
Invincible
official
season-
trailer, William? No mid-season break. This is nice.
Nice that we're
What
not
do you
going to
guys
have to
think
put up with
Oh.
too long a wait. I thought this was going to be at least several more years out, so February 6th is a pleasant surprise.
Yeah.
See, if the 4-month break, it was more like 3.5. Come on, it wasn't that bad. Was it that bad? Yes, it was.
Yeah, it really was. I mean, you ruined so much momentum you were building up for this. I don't know why they did that. It's so stupid. What do you
Same.
guys think? I mean, it's not really a trailer. It's
Mhm.
more of just I mean, it's counted as a teaser, but it's like you're just kind of like
Mhm.
a meta kind of discussion, about the show itself.
Yeah, definitely very meta.
Seemed fun. It reminded
Yeah.
me why I enjoy Invincible, and that's
Yeah.
that's all I really need to do. Just remind me why I enjoy while I'm watching, and why I'm
Mhm.
excited to get a real trailer or anything.
Yeah.
So
Well, they did something like this for season 2, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah, they sure
with
did.
him and Alan.
Yep.
In
Pretty
the
much like
diner.
a lot of the supporting characters, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. So I can't wait, man, because things are gonna start getting crazy with the Viltrumites and stuff like that. Even Alan has a cool story You know, I don't want to spoil what's gonna happen. You know, but Omni Man has a cool story that's gonna be coming up. You know, in this, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be this season because I don't know how they like it's geared up to start that side of the story. So, yeah. It's
I mean, three and a half months, guys. That's all we have. 3.5 months, and we are back to Invincible, February 6th, before Valentine's Day. It's the gift that keeps on giving. I'm excited.
Yeah, super excited.
Mhm.
Like it. And I don't even know if we get an official trailer. I mean, I'm sure we will because, like you said, it's months out. But I'm cool with this. Like, you gave me a date. That's all I really wanted, man. That's all I
And
really
then
wanted.
they give you an official trailer in December.
Yeah, I can see that.
Late December, early January.
Yep, I can see that. But cool. You know, that's our first teaser with the announcement date of February 6th when we're getting it. But we want to hear from you guys. Let us know your thoughts about Invincible with season 2. This little teaser meta discussion that they went up having in here. But we want to hear your thoughts. So leave a comment, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button too. It means a lot to us, and we're trying to get to 2,000 before the end of the year. So make sure you guys share whatever videos. We appreciate it. But if you are watching live, stick around because we're going to move on to our next topic. Cool. So I actually wind up watching this already and didn't even know what I was watching. Because I'm like, is this like a trailer? And I'm like, oh shit. So, but even like there's still stuff I didn't catch last time that I caught this time, like the punctuality, and he's like 2023.
Yep,
that got me. I was like, yeah, don't wait forever for it. All right, let's see some of the comments real quick. I haven't seen the movie, so I guess not much doing it for me. All for the Dune. Yeah, check out, man. I don't know if you'll like it or not. I mean, I love the first 1 and 2. So, I mean, they're good movies. That there, Invisible. Wherever. Here you go. Collector said, I will be here every week to hear you guys' thoughts on each episode. Yeah.
Cool.
I cannot wait. Oh my goodness.
And he said, but you guys have a good night. I haven't watched Agatha all along. I'll be watching it next year. Nice. But cool. Appreciate you coming in, Collector. I know you're waiting for the Dune trailer. But cool. Just want to jump right into
Agatha. It's time to do it.
Yeah. Oh, all right, let's talk about it. All right, what is up? Welcome to the Spoiler Kings. My name is Tank Kramer, and we're Brian the Grizzly, and we're going to talk about Agatha episode 6? 5? I always forget.
5.
Yeah. I'm like, wait, what? It always throws me off when we have the 2 episodes they on back to back. Episode 1 and 2 were back to back. But yeah. I forgot what this episode was called. What was this one called? It was like something.
Actually, this was 6. What I'm talking about? This was 6.
See, okay.
See, it was right. So, yeah. This was.
So it was 6.
It was
All
6.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm about to start over just
because the 6 was familiar by thy side. Because a familiar by thy side works on multiple levels.
What's this one called?
Familiar by thy side.
Oh yeah. I thought you said the last episode was. Yeah. Here, let's just start over. Because we got all jacked up on it. All right, start over. Try one more time. All right, what is up? Welcome to Spoiler Kings. My name is Tank Kramer. We're Brian the Grizzly, and we're here to discuss episode 6, Familiar by Thy Side. Agatha all along. Just we saw it yesterday. We getting the backstory of Teen. I don't want to say his name yet, although I think we already know who he is. But yeah, we get the flashback episode. Yeah, I want to hear your guys' thoughts. So if you have thoughts in the comments, leave a comment. Let us know what you guys think. If you are in the live chat. But Brandman, what you think about this episode?
I think this is the week of like co-lead deep dives when it comes to shows like this. You know, we got a deep dive into Teen, and then on the Penguin we got a deep dive into Sophia, an episode to herself. But I liked that. I liked that. You know, it was more or less an origin of sorts for him. I like seeing things from his perspective, especially seeing that interrogation from his end that we saw at the very beginning of the series. That was awesome. That was probably my favorite part of this episode. And I like kind of where they're going with whatever happens between him and Agatha moving forward. You know, them inevitably coming to blows. And it was nice to have an episode that didn't focus on the trials. I think that might have gotten a little tedious if they kept that up week after week. So yeah, those were my likes about it.
Okay. Also, real quick, she said this was a dope episode.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right.
There we go. All right, Brian, what you think?
I liked the episode. There was a lot of stuff going on. My main concern right now is they opened a lot of other storylines that are going to really have to be explained. And Disney doesn't do the best with tying their things totally up. So in a show that's very much seeming like it's very much a standalone type of thing, I worry that they don't get everything done, especially because these are not hour-long shows. These are 35 to 40-minute shows. Do we have enough time to really get through all the stuff? I knew this was gonna be a flashback show, episode. I knew that's what we're going to get. Understand who Teen is, who the Williams, the Billies, who they are, who he is. And they did a lot of cool things, like, seeing William or Billy, whatever you want to say, seeing him, that he interacted with all the rest of the coven throughout the episode, like, he already did. Seeing the idea, what happened with Agatha, what we saw in episode 1 wasn't really what was going on. That was through her point of view. Seeing her, like, even her gun holster, it was like wasn't like a water hose.
Yeah, it was a water hose. Even her accent, like in episode 1, she had more of a realistic, like, Maine kind of Fargo accent, and in this episode, it was like over the top, kind of exaggerated, like it sounded better in your head type of thing.
It's so cool to see something that's, once again, episode 1 through her perspective. Episode 6 was what really happened. They never went to the police station. It was all in her little living room. He was like, "What are you talking about? What's going on?" Like, all those things were so cool. It's such a cool episode to watch. My question is, can they wrap up all the stuff? We had a whole episode. No one said anything about Rio Beats being gone.
Yeah.
That's a crazy thing for me. Like, we all know that she's probably the most dangerous, right? We all know that she's probably death, but she's just gone and no one's saying anything. That's kind of crazy. There's so many things, with the black heart that the teen's boyfriend gave him.
There, Kyle. Appreciate you, man.
It's just there's a lot. Where's Tommy? Are they going to be able to figure out all these things? So that's kind of where I'm left with.
Yeah. I really like this episode. Like, I think we all thought from last week that this was gonna be a flashback, because now who the character is, so now you have to set up like where he came from and this and that. I thought they explained how Billy survived well enough, without getting
Was it really?
I mean, the soul went into an empty body.
Yeah, the make believe soul.
It wasn't a make believe soul.
Yeah, but how she could create souls? That's crazy to even think about.
I'm under the theory of that these two characters are in every universe except for this universe.
Mhm.
So were they always here? Like, is the essence already here? That when what's her name made them? Because then they're just like science, like real life. You can't make nothing, make something out of nothing. So she made these kids out of the actual souls that were just kind of like in the universe, especially they're in every other universe. So
Mhm.
that's why I kind of always felt like, because then you can explain Vision, when she redid Vision, because Vision lived in her, so she was able to recreate her vision of Vision, or her version of Vision. I guess. So but it also just shows how powerful Wanda is, that she could do stuff like that. I mean, she had a whole freaking town under her spell for what, a year?
She
However
created
long
a
it was.
soul. That's crazy. But she also could communicate with her children through
I mean, isn't that what women do?
multiverse. So
Isn't that what women do? Like,
yeah,
hey,
without a body, she created a soul. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And and they need us. Don't ever forget, they need us.
Well, right, she had Vision, who was inside her mind.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, you can get really crazy with it. I thought it was like enough. I'm like, cool, that's all I need. You don't need to get details. I even liked like the amnesia part of it and stuff like that, where but Tommy's gonna be an interesting thing, because the whole part was like, oh, he's gonna bring back his mom. He's gonna bring back Agatha. He's gonna bring back Agatha. But he awakened to Tommy. Like when Billy took over, like the first thing he said was Tommy. It wasn't mom or anything. It was like his brother, and they're twins, so you can say they're part of the same soul. They're like the same, kind of thing. They have that connection. So I'm curious to see how that ends. But my favorite part of it was the Ralph Boner. I did not see that
Ralph
coming.
Boner. That was smart.
I did not see that coming, and they got
Evan
what's his name?
Peters
Evan
back.
Peters to come back, and they made him crazy, which makes sense, man, because like he got the worst part of the hex and all that stuff, because like not only did he get screwed over by Wanda, then Agatha came in and double screwed him, like stole his house, like messed with his head, and so I liked how he was like a crazy dude, and rightfully so. So, but yeah, that was when he turned around and it was like bonerific, whatever.
Bonerific, yeah.
I was like, what a great way to do something that the fans all collectively hated, and then you're able to turn around and turn it into something like, oh, okay, like I like what you're doing there with this stupid character that you ruined all of us for.
And we all forgot about, and then even though Agatha's been wearing Boner shirts
that was
throughout the episode.
Best. That was the best, with her Boner family reunion, and there's tents and it says pitch a tent. I want that shirt. That she was hilarious. Yeah. But yeah, I really, really like this episode. Like a lot. Even all the background stuff. You go into Billy's room, you saw the Wizard of Oz toys on the shelf, down the road and stuff like that. All the witchy stuff, in the background. I love Agatha was the real life Jolene for Dolly Parton. like the Easter eggs in this episode were like all over the place, and I thought it was so much fun. But yeah, any negatives that you got, Brandman? That's a boner.
I was I actually watched and rewatched this episode. I remember on first watch feeling like the Ralph Boner gag seemed a little, I don't want to say cheap, but at the same time I can't think of another word. That's kind of how I felt at first. But then upon rewatch, when they the way they put him back in there, it kind of made sense, kind of showing how he was faring after all the stuff that was done to him. So I was okay with that. Like originally I was like, why'd they bring back Ralph Boner? But it worked.
Yeah.
And really, I can't think of any downsides. It's not like it was a perfect episode, but nothing that I can really think of straight away that really didn't work for me on this one.
Yeah. So here, Horror Geek brought up a good, interesting like tidbit. So Lila drawing a black heart for who would be in the coven because she couldn't write Billy's name. Like little details like that are really great. Really great. And also she just saying she had beer bottles in episode 1 when she was talking to Rio in the house. In this episode, she had mugs talking to Rio. Yeah. 2 different perspectives for the scene.
Yep.
Yeah. Like what she had in her mind was so much different. Even the pictures, like she goes, "Oh, what is this?" And he's like, "The flowers." Like was she just out in the front yard taking pictures thinking she saw like Wanda's body? Yeah. Yeah. So Brian, you already said a few negatives, but anything else that you concerned about?
Besides them finishing all the stuff, I don't like that we only have so much left, and we have to. Once again, what's going on in Rio? What's going on with the rest of the witches? Where are they? The body that at the beginning, it. I would like to see it from the real perspective. Did that even happen, or was she always in our house the entire time? Like, I have so many more questions that I want answered. Not that they have to answer them, but they've opened my mind to questions, right? Because I feel like it's been a good episode, and now I want to know a little bit more, knowing that we only got a couple left and it's all over. And I hate that feeling, and I hate that we're getting closer, and it could be a letdown because you can't answer it all because it's just limited amount of time. I mean, that could be my only complaint because it's good. When you have a good show, a good episode, good writers, and all that stuff.
You just want more.
I want more. Yeah, and I'm not going to get it.
Yeah. Yeah. A Horror Geek saying next episode is Lila's trial.
Yep, should be
next year. Yeah. Because I mean, we didn't even see Lila and Jen, in this episode. I mean, but also it was a flashback episode, and the actual current time was a couple minutes of their discussion. So Rio's still in the house. You don't know what's going on.
Is she still in the house? Because no one's talking about the fact she's not there.
Yeah. I mean, no one was there to talk about it, So yeah, I mean, I'm kind of interested. I mean, yeah, I'm like super interested in it. What's going on next? But I think the only question I really have is what's going on with was that Lila?
Yeah.
Like I get why she doesn't remember Billy because she did the sigil.
Because they talked about it. The sigil will work on even the witch that casted
it. Yeah. But it was like, what did she see in his palm? You know what I mean?
He said it.
That's
she
what
told
I'm
saying.
There's two roads. A broken road or whatever.
So what it is like when you're a broken timeline, but there's a lifeline, and then it breaks, and then another lifeline. So in other words, you're going to die, and then there's another life.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you've ever done palm readings, whatever, they show you this is your lifeline, and it's usually just a straight line that goes whatever. But in his line, it actually broke, stopped, ended, and then another one went afterwards.
Yeah. Well, I
So-
mean, I didn't look at the hand, but I know that's what she said. She goes, it split, you know. So, but it, you know, I mean, obviously her reaction was like, "You're gonna die, kid," you know. But it was like, why didn't she tell him that he was gonna die? Well, or did she
Because-
just think like,
But there's another life coming. So it's
there's
not
another life?
You're not
You
just
know,
going to die. So
yeah.
you have 2 lifelines. So
Yeah.
why get in the way of it?
Yeah, but then yet she knew to put a sigil on him. You know what I mean? So it's like you, what did you really see? Did you know who's gonna take over that life where you have to protect it? You know, and then she keeps saying like does she have Tourette's where she just says random shit and she doesn't remember saying those things either.
Because
You
she put
know,
the
so
sigil so she wouldn't be aware of it anymore.
yeah. But even she did it in this before she made the sigil. You know, she said something and he's like, "What?" And she goes, don't worry."
Oh, because she
You
didn't
know?
want to tell him. She didn't want to worry him.
Yeah.
You don't know when you're going to die. She probably didn't know when it was going to happen.
Yeah. But she's been doing that throughout. She did it with Jen, where she said something and Jen's like, "What?" And she's like, "What?" You know, it's like, you know, so something's going on with her.
I think
that
I think she's Mephisto
something's going
too.
on.
I think she's Mephisto too. Yeah,
She's Mephisto.
I kind of
That'd be
spitballed
interesting.
that idea myself in my mind earlier.
Oh, that would
I
be
think she's Mephisto because she's in done everything that's she's put all this stuff into action. I think she's Mephisto.
That would be interesting.
That would be nuts.
What if the sigil is not only to protect him, but was also a like beacon for Billy, for Billy's soul? He's like, this kid's gonna die. I seen it in the palm, you know. So let me put a like a tracking device, so when shit goes down, you know, Billy has a spot to come in because I need Billy, you know, because in the comics, isn't like the kids are like part of Mephisto or two or something like that. Like they're part of his soul or something along those lines. I forgot how, but I know Mephisto's connected to the twins as well. Yeah. So that's interesting. I didn't even think about that she is Mephisto.
Or Mephisto's
Or
using like
in
he's
her.
speaking through her, like so they're taking turns. So if Mephisto put the sigil, now she wouldn't even remember this part that Mephisto took over. So you wouldn't remember that part.
But that would explain her like random word, like things she says, and
It
then
might be the last
she
thing
doesn't
that
remember.
said. And
But that's
also,
it also might be the actual person inside trying to like scream
reach
out,
out,
and
but then she
then,
would
like,
remember when she was there. But remember, she didn't remember that
Yeah.
that Billy or William gave her his jacket. She didn't even remember because she wasn't in control anymore.
yeah.
Because it was Mephisto that was in control. That's why I think that she's Mephisto.
That's interesting. I like that. I like that theory. That would explain a lot. That would explain a lot of why things happen the way they did. Yeah. I like that. He said, I think it's going to be either Wanda or Tommy or both their voices at the end. I think it's gonna be Tommy. You know, I don't think Wanda's gonna be really much more of the show.
Wanda's going to be more with the whole Vision quest. It's going to be Wanda with Vision. And then she's going to find out that they're still alive.
Yeah.
And then it's going to hit the fan.
Yeah. That would explain the M sigil that popped up in the early episodes. Yep. Yeah, that's from Mephisto. Yeah, it did look like it. That's why she said, "Enjoy your life right now." Yeah,
because it's going to end soon.
Even like, so I was watching John Campia, and he was kind of nitpicking with those things. But that would even explain one of the other things that John Campia said was why Wanda couldn't find her kids in this universe. You know, because in Multiverse of Madness, she went mad looking for her kids. So, and he was like, "Oh, this little spell," but it was like,
but it's not just a little spell.
Mephisto spell.
Mephisto spell, exactly.
That would explain why it was stronger.
Yep, and that's why she couldn't break it because it's Mephisto. Mephisto, who wrote the Darkhold, he did all this stuff.
Yeah.
So yes, he, you know,
you want the book? I wrote the book.
Exactly.
Yeah, like the only person that would be stronger than Wanda is Mephisto, and then I like that theory.
Perfect sense.
I like that theory. And we know Mephisto's going to be in the MCU because he is rumored to be in Ironheart. So, and I always thought that was weird. I was like, so you're gonna have like this demon witch character in Ironheart and not in the witchy show? So it would make sense if they introduce him in Agatha
in
you know,
here,
and then
and now you can use him throughout the rest of it. Kind of what Brandon was talking about before. He was saying, hey, you need to have, you need to kind of bring all these parts together, the magical part along with the hero, the grounded, the cosmic, all that stuff. You can start doing those things now because you introduced this character.
Yeah. Wow. Well, he also can, like, Mephisto could be like the bad guy in all your TV shows. He's the connecting bad guy. He's the Thanos of the Marvel television kind of universe side of it.
He can be the grounded part. It's crazy because he's just the devil, right? Or demon, but he could be even the grounded stuff. Like you that exists, so you could be that connecting tissue there.
I like that. I like that theory. Those kids, spiritual seed through Wanda, magical manifestation. Yeah, those are his kids. Yeah. And that would make more sense on why the soul kind of lived. The Mephisto might have helped. Keep them around. Yeah. If you pull it all together, she was trying to say, "Don't try to save Agatha." Oh, that's crazy.
Oh,
like if you take the different parts,
interesting.
That'd be cool. And yeah, I wonder if that could be the real Lila reaching out, like, don't help her. You're falling into his plan of allowing, because if Agatha gets strong, I don't know. You could do some cool stuff. Brandon Davis said I'm on episode 4. So but if I mean, I get it. If you don't like like witchy kind of stuff, you're probably not gonna like it.
Yeah, you're probably not gonna like this one.
Yeah. But even like going into like some of the teen being gay makes sense. It's like he's literally a person that doesn't know who he is. So like, and especially being a teenager, and like you have this amnesia that you're but it's also like you are not you. It's just like even the little joke they did when Agatha threw him in the closet. He goes, "No, don't.
I trapped in the
Put me
closet
back in the closet."
again.
Like that was funny. And it all, like, it makes sense for the character. Just a person who's lost at himself. So yeah. But
Well,
I'm digging it.
Gotta remember, I'm telling you, the thing that's going to come back is the black heart.
Yeah,
the boyfriend gave him.
Yeah,
that's going to come back.
Yeah, 100%. Because he is like in the Coven. He, Billy is the black heart, but now it's just, it's so good. We said, I don't think the writing is good. Oh, really? Okay.
Hot take.
I mean, yeah. Well, like you said, everyone's got their own
opinion. I respect
it's opinions. It's subjective, So,
but I think it's also the fact that we are comic book people, so kind of we see some of the stuff that B doesn't necessarily see. But I respect it. I still respect, because I mean, he's coming from his point of view, so he's not wrong from his point of view.
Yeah, he said maybe I'm missing some of the
subtleties.
So could be, because I feel there's a lot. There's a lot of little hints and Easter eggs and subtleties that are laid out, that when we get to the end of the road, when we get to that last 2 episodes, is going to be like, holy shit, like it all comes together.
I hope, and that's why I don't want it to not. That will piss me off.
But yeah, I like She-Hulk.
No shame in that. I liked it too.
How, Sway?
Yeah, how? That's why I be asking B all the time. Like, man, you like She-Hulk?
I mean, you like what you like, So
yeah. So, yeah, well,
Yeah, but yeah, you guys got anything else for this episode?
just I can't wait. I hate the fact that I have to wait another week.
Mhm.
But what's crazy is that we got 1 week, and then the next week we get 2 episodes, and it's over.
Yep, 3 more episodes, 2 more weeks. He said Sharon probably heard Billy's name since he was not. Since she's not a witch.
Did Miss Hart know that it was Billy's name the entire time?
That's why she had to die. She was the first one to die. That's good. That's a good point.
Just saying, it's all coming together.
All
guys.
Mephisto.
We all
Now,
got
man,
it.
now I want to go back and watch it. Who gave Miss Hart the drink? Was it Lila?
Ooh, if it was, she's
Yeah,
the one
now I gotta
killed
go
her.
back and watch it because did she like
And they,
give
they
it to her
tried
in time?
blame someone. They tried to blame someone else, but it was really
Uh-huh.
her.
I'm gonna have to watch it. And this shows for me, it's really good where I like watching them again. And especially if you do stuff like this where you see it from different point of views and then you go back and watch it and you see how it bleeds over into itself, from different perspectives. Like I always think that's like a super smart way to do a show. Yeah. The show I'm going to drop tomorrow. The Rebecca.
Reba McEntire.
The Reba McEntire.
McEntire,
Yep.
Reba
I
McEntire.
saw
Never go
the
wrong with Reba.
I saw the Happy Landings, I think it's called, or something like that. I saw the trailer for it.
Mhm.
Another Reba show. I went back and checked out to make sure it does say don't save Agatha when you pull it all together. Okay. Nice.
Don't try to
Happy
say it.
place. Happy place. Yeah, horror geek beyond it. Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, that's our thoughts for this show. I mean, we're all loving it. I didn't even think about the Mephisto thing that Brian brought up. That would make so much sense and tie everything together, tie it all together. Yeah. And then you have a great actress. I can't think of her name, but I know she's been in a lot of other things to be Mephisto. Like, yeah,
Because everyone's waiting for a guy, but you don't realize that Mephisto could be anything.
Yeah, because you're waiting for like Aubrey Plaza because she's the wild card. She's doing crazy laughs, being all erratic and
She's
crazy.
deaf, but she's
Yeah.
not Mephisto.
Yeah. So, oh man, I cannot wait. There's because I am really liking this show a lot. I have a lot of fun with it, and I didn't think I thought I was interested, but all the comments we get were like, I think I think you put a comment on one of our videos where like it's a show I didn't know I wanted. Now I
Every week.
Yeah.
We need it more.
So, but cool. Make sure you guys leave a comment. Let us know what you think. You have any theories? This is definitely a show that has a bunch of theories and stuff like that. So leave a comment. Let us know what you think about this episode. Any theories for how it might end. Anything we might have missed. Any other Easter eggs? Definitely want to hear about that. So leave a comment. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Come and join us every Thursday when we talk about the newest episode of Agatha All Along. And make sure you come and check us out on Monday as well. We are live and we talk more movies, TV shows, and all that nerdy stuff. So appreciate you guys coming in, checking us out, and we appreciate everyone in the live chat. And if you are in the chat, stick around because we're going to move on to our next thing for the night. I didn't even realize it was 12:30.
Yeah, I did.
Holy crap. Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely need to like.
That's what I kept on trying to tell you. I was like, look, guys,
Yeah.
guys, we gotta stop.
Yeah. Because now we're starting like at 9:30. Even then we start a little later, but hopefully once I can get these kids back to bed on time. Because you guys can start at 9 and I can jump in at 9:30. If you want to hang out with chat a little bit longer.
We could,
Yeah,
and
no
then we
problem.
can get through all the stuff with chat, and we actually get all the conversation out. Because
Yeah.
it's hard stopping when we having good conversation. And I was like,
Yeah, 100. Yeah.
I just kept on saying, all right, now we gotta go.
Yeah.
It's like, no, because you know what? I knew we were gonna end up to a point where we didn't talk about crypto again, and we got to a point where we didn't talk about crypto again.
Yeah. It's all right. We got the Dune Prophecy trailer, and then well, so it's all good. I mean, it's not like Superman comes out tomorrow. So we got some time.
Yeah, we got a little bit of
to-
time on our hands.
Yeah, because I do want to talk about it because there's some people hating it. There's some people really loving it. There's people who have theories on the actual character Crypto. So
Because Crypto is not a good dog.
no, he's not. He's
So
not.
that's where I want to talk. Like, he's not a good dog. So what are we gonna do here, guys?
Yeah. But even the whole why James Gunn brought the dog in was with his dog. And his
dog.
like when he adopted the dog and his dog was being destructive and stuff like that. But yeah, but I mean, just think about it. It's a dog for one, so they're gonna make messes. But then it's also a dog with superpowers.
It's
yeah. Like, who besides Superman who's never home? So it's a dog who's always left by himself. Like, who's gonna train this dog? Caesar Milan is not gonna do the neck poke with Crypto. That'll be
laser
hilarious.
eyes. Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah. That'd be hilarious. Superman brings in Caesar Milan to help train Crypto, and Crypto's like, what? He goes and does the finger poke and breaks his fingers.
He just flies away.
Yeah. But then Crypto's got some cool stories. One in particular that I really like. So
I just don't know if it was necessary to bring right now for this story that we're already doing. That's why I was like, okay, that's a little strange. Whatever.
Yeah. I mean, the picture I think that they use is not from the movie. I'm pretty sure it's not from the movie. I think it's just a picture that they did. But
it could be from the movie, but it doesn't have to be a major part.
I don't think it will. I think he's gonna come home and shit's gonna be torn up, or the solid Fortress of Solitude shit's gonna be torn up, and Crypto's flying around, and he's like, But it could be a nice little teaser for something else later on.
It could be the end of the movie.
Yeah, it could be a post-credit scene. Yeah. Supergirl shows up with Crypto, and you're like, wait, what?
Exactly.
What's going on?
Yeah. So that would be too bad. But I forgot who in chat said Dexstar and Crypto wind up fighting. I was like, yes, please, because Dexstar is one of my favorite DC characters. Because it's a Red Lantern, but he's a cat. So yeah, he's got blood oozing from his mouth because all the Red Lanterns have blood oozing from their mouth. So he's such a cool, and he has such a fucked up backstory. Horrible, tragic backstory. So yeah, I want to see. I want to see that now. But yeah, we'll talk more about it and get everyone's opinion. Probably talk.
I mean, because it's a cool thing to talk about.
Yeah. I even like the dog they got.
I like the dog too. It looks like
James
some of the older drawings of Crypto.
Mm-hmm. What was that, Brian?
James Gunn said it looked like his dog. That's why he did it that way.
Yeah, it's just like an all-white version of his dog, really. Yeah. But yeah, we'll talk about that. Obviously, we'll talk about Penguin for sure. Like I said, Crypto Tale of Steel. There you go. You already got the title of the movie. Cat wanting to avenge their owner's murder. Yeah. But the whole story is he sees it and he was gonna die. Yeah. And Atrocitus came and this 8-foot tall monster dude is like, oh, you have a lot of rage in your heart. Here's a ring so you can go kill people. to a cat. And he's like, yes. And then goes kills the people who killed his owner. Oh man. No, he would drop him off on the moon. Crypto. Giant play area.
So don't mess up anything.
Yeah.
No.
That's one hell of an invisible fence. Yeah. What movie's coming out this weekend? I feel like something's coming out. Smile 2.
Smile 2.
Yeah.
Going tomorrow.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll definitely
I
talk
saw
about
Piece
that.
by Piece. I saw Smile 2. No, I haven't seen Smile 2. I seen Piece by Piece. I saw the other movie from last week. What's that movie? I asked you guys about. Did you guys see it? Wolves. Yeah.
I did not see it yet.
I haven't seen it yet. I do want to see it. It. But yeah. But I mean, if anything, we can do some of those off stream and just do some edits. Because I know you wanted to do Mr.
Crockett, which I still
Crockett.
definitely still want to record that.
Yeah. So and I still got to get the other 2 reviews out. So yeah. But cool.
Yeah, maybe find I'll try to find some time tomorrow before I go to the movies.
Record it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Try we get stuff like that out and give it to the members first.
Mm-hmm.
But cool. But yeah, for sure. Smile 2 we'll talk about, and Penguin we'll talk about on Monday, and the crypto we'll talk about on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. Cool. Have you all seen that black girl and her monster?
The angry black girl and her monster.
Oh, it's the Frankenstein thing, right?
Yeah, I have not seen it.
I haven't seen it yet. I know we watched the trailer.
I remember the trailer.
Yeah.
I was like, "What the hell is this?"
Yeah, it looked interesting. I mean, definitely want to check it out. My birthday. Atrash just said, "Oh, evil kitty. Here's a murdering weapon.
When we stretch you behind your ears, is what you want?"
Yeah, and then he wears the ring on his tail, which is just like fucking so crazy. James Goddard said it was a promotional picture. Okay, that makes sense. Or James Gunn. Okay, yeah. I was like, I don't know who James Goddard is. I'm assuming that was like an artist or something, but James Gunn said it was a promotional picture. Yeah, that's what. Yeah,
well, yeah.
I
think
heard that.
I came across said that.
Oh. So, but cool. Let's get out of here. We will see you guys on Monday. Appreciate all you guys coming in and hanging out with us. All the members. Shout out to all the members. Shout out to Danny, Road to Wisdom, for the super chat. Appreciate that, man, for sure. But we will see you guys on Monday. Have a good weekend. Have a fun weekend. Have a safe weekend. We will see you guys on Monday. Later.
See you, everyone.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. We out here.